I would like to start today's MJ Morning Show with a little quiz for the crew. I've got something on my mind. Oh, and was that a clue as well? I've got something on my mind, all right? So that could be a clue. Now, here is the audio clue of the morning, and I want to know if you guys have any idea what I'm thinking of. Who just snorted?
I feel like I'm at my sister's old recital.
Was that a chortle?
Yeah, I was like, I haven't heard that song in so long.
Was that a chortle? Hey, what's the definition of a chortle?
Is it like a guffaw?
I don't know.
Okay.
A chortle.
It's not quite a snort laugh.
Who's got a computer up and running here? Because I see
do.
Fester's logging in. Chortle. CHORTLE.
I've never heard of it. What do you?
Yeah, it's a type of laugh, and I think that may have been a chortle.
Am I right?
According to the Google, because I still have my phone.
Yes.
A laugh in a breathy, gleeful way.
It's in the chuckle family.
A chortle.
Mm-hmm.
He chortled at his own
Right.
pun.
So was that you, Froggy?
A breathy, like.
No, that's a wheeze.
So this is a chortle?
That's a wheezy wheezer. That's a wheezer.
A chortle, yes.
What's this?
Oh, that's a hocking up a lug, man. What was that?
No, that's not that.
Hold on a second. So who made the little noise when I?
I did.
Froggy's been making all mouth noises so far this morning.
I just haven't heard that song, like I said, since my sister's recital when I was like 8.
Was that Hit the Road Jack?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
This is the karaoke version, right?
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, you bring out your jazz hands. Yeah, this is a
Hit the
recital
road,
song.
Jack.
Yeah, so the actual song, that was the karaoke version. So this is the actual song.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack.
All right, so any idea what I'm thinking?
Who do you want to hit the road?
I mean,
What am I thinking? Come on, guys.
Hit the road, Tom.
Milestone? Oh, you're getting close. Hold on a minute. You just said hit the road. Now, the Bucks did not do well last night. What was it? 27-22.
Was it 22?
Yeah,
Okay.
27-22.
Didn't stay up that late.
Yeah, falling to the Ravens. Had a chance for a comeback. Yep, didn't get it.
no, they did not get it.
All right, so come on. What am I thinking of here? At the very beginning of the show, what am I thinking?
Hit the road.
So I just played Hit the Road Jack, the actual version. Then I had the karaoke version. So that means I must be thinking of...
A singing contest?
No.
What?
I don't know.
I must, if I have the karaoke version, I must be thinking of some new lyrics for Hit the Road Jack.
Okay.
Hit.
All right.
Hit the road, Coach Bowles?
Nice humming over there. Good humming.
What do you got for
mean,
us?
This is a stretch. I mean, I would not have.
This is not a stretch. All right, here we go. You
When you
ready?
tell us.
You ready? Here we go. One more time. Listen. Tom Brady's been sacked.
Oh, my God.
Come on. What?
You really shoehorned that in
Yeah,
there.
that was a long road to get to that.
Oh, well, then maybe I'll take Tom out. I'll take a syllable out. Hold on. Let me try
How
it
about
again.
Brady's been sacked?
That's it. Exactly. So I'm gonna drop Tom. Brady's been sacked.
Jeez, you suck.
What?
Let me do it.
But you don't know what the next lyric's going to be.
Oh, never mind. I can't do it then.
Brady's been sacked.
There you
That's
go.
how you do it.
Brady's been sacked. Don't you come back?
The reason, do you know why I'm thinking this? Why Brady's been sacked to hit the road, Jack? Any idea?
Well, sacked also means fired.
No.
Okay.
It's not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Well,
Brady's been sacked. The most.
Dude.
I can't even believe I'm a part of this. I want nothing to do with this.
I see the milestone that you were talking about.
Tom Brady just became the most sacked quarterback in NFL history. This is the NFL on the MJ Morning Show.
All right, so his career is like 3 times as long as the best quarterback.
And that's why. That's so that is a contributing factor to Tom Brady being the most sacked quarterback of all time because he's been in the league for, 2,332 years.
It's really been a long time.
His longevity is what made this happen.
The deal is Tom Brady was sacked last night 555 times.
Wow.
He was tied with Roethlisberger, former Steelers quarterback. They were tied at 554. And then Brady was sacked last night, and that was, boom, winner, chicken dinner. And he hit 555, beating Roethlisberger. And then Tom Brady, later in the game, hit 556 because he was sacked again.
And if you think about it, 20 years in the league, only got hit 556 times. That's not a bad average.
Hi, Froggy. So you know the next lyric, and you think you're
I
Mr.
do? Wait a
you
minute,
think
what?
Tom Brady's been sacked
Brady's been sacked.
again. What should the next lyric be for that?
It's a horrible idea to begin with, so I can't even...
Once more.
Go. All right, here we go, smart guy. Go ahead.
God. Brady's been sacked again. I hate it.
What do you mean you
No,
hate it?
you just.
I mean, it's just, it's such an old song.
It is a really old song.
But
what
then you
do-
did come up with something else for sack then.
So here's what it is. Brady's been sacked.
I got something.
Once more, instead of like no more. Once
I got
more.
it. I got it. A little more modern.
Okay.
Yeah, what is it?
Brady's been sacked again.
Oh, like New Kids on the Block?
What? Backstreet Boys.
I'm sorry. I'm
He's not that
Backstreet's
sorry.
back. Tom Brady sacked.
One and the same. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. Come on, same damn thing. Come on.
And the Hit the Road Jack lady?
I don't know.
No. That's listen. My version is modern. My version's hip. Your version is from a song from the 30s
No, that was
about Jack
It was
beating his
later
wife.
than the 30s.
Was it?
I'll tell you. Why don't you go ahead and why don't you do a version of the Backstreet Boys?
Oh my
then?
God, is that song really about spousal abuse?
Which
Yeah.
one?
Jack was
Hit the
beating
road-
her.
Jack beat his wife, and she sang "Hit the Road."
I don't know. Is that the story? Jack was a wife beater? I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, what a horrible song! All of a sudden, Jack's an awful person.
Jack was a drunk.
So
Did Ray Charles redo it, or was he the originator of it? It came out in 1961.
I think Ray Charles was the original.
Okay,
right?
well there you go.
I'll record it. Where's my microphone? Ow. Where's my microphone?
What are you doing? A Ray Charles blind joke now?
2 in a row.
We had one yesterday. Right?
We're just getting rolling, folks. Yeah, Tom Brady, the all-time sack king in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. Tell you what, are they at the point of no return at this point?
No, maybe.
Yeah, and Fester was at the game. I get a picture from
What?
Fester. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Fester ended up at the game. There's some
The convoluted story. The way it worked out was incredible.
Fester ended up at the game last night. He sends me a picture. He's just sitting in the stands with like this face of, how the hell did I get here?
No idea.
Why am I at Thursday Night Football? Hold on. I'll get that story. It's a busy, busy Friday here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And we are back in minutes. Don't move.
As we say good morning to our drivers on I-4 in a westbound direction.
MJ here. Roxanne's over there. Fester's here. I got Froggy roaming around somewhere. Why are you jamming yourself into the... What are you doing there, Frog? Frog...
No, I was just...
Hold on. You awkwardly just creeped behind Roxanne and stared out the window next to her, and now Roxanne's staring out the window.
What's going on?
And now Roxanne's got a look of concern. What is going on?
No, there's just a car out there, so some creep sitting in it, right in front of our windows.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I noticed. Right in front of Roxanne's window.
Well, is there somebody in it?
Yeah, the car's running. It's just sitting there.
Go find out who it is.
Are you insane?
Hold on. Here's my Sig P365.
All right, give me that thing. Throw it here.
Throw it. Yeah.
Everybody sketches me out. If I see somebody I don't usually see, I'm like, who are you?
Hold on a second. Let me go over. I got to look.
Yeah,
Hold
take a
on.
look.
Look outside
Okay, so-
Roxanne's window.
Now, Roxanne, you got to move. I'm just going to
Come over
now
to my
he's gonna
window.
come
Maybe I'm
around.
being a little too suspicious.
All right, I'm on Fester's mic now.
All right, now go to
Am I on?
Roxanne's.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now go to
So I'm
Roxanne.
walking around. No one's behind the control panel now.
You sound dumber on
I'm
his
not
mic.
behind. Do I sound the same on Fester's mic? Because this is a,
You sound
it's probably-
fatter.
It's probably food all jammed in this
Ooh.
damn thing.
You sound pretty good.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
So, hang on. Now I'm creeping. I was just chastising you for creeping awkwardly behind Roxanne.
Go creep
now I'm
behind
doing
her.
the same damn thing.
Yeah,
there you go. Now he's going to
All right,
Roxanne's
so he's
mic.
making his
and-
way to the window. I'm just
This
walking.
guy's like,
You see it? Hold on. All right. What do you think?
it'd be so funny. This guy's like looking at us like, what the hell?
You know
Yeah.
what?
I
wonder
don't
if-
know. It's just weird. It's
I wonder
weird
if he's
to me.
listening to the show.
Yeah, he's sitting
That
there.
would be so funny.
I see
Okay,
a
how
car
about
there.
this?
But I
How about
can't
this?
see anybody in there, though.
If you're
I was
listening-
looking for a red dot like a laser coming out of that window
Right?
or something.
Flash your lights if you're
Yeah.
listening.
Yes.
That would be funny. Oh my God, that would be creepy.
Well, there's a 20-second delay because of the.
Yeah, we're gonna sit there for a little while.
Yeah, we got 10-second delay plus the HD delay. It's like 20 seconds total. So
And I just went to my car to get my phone, and I was like, who's that? And his brake lights were on. Or,
Really?
his sit there lights. So,
So-
somebody's obviously in the car. The car's
wait,
running.
hang on a minute. His sit there lights?
Yeah, what are they called? Red lights?
You mean the running lights
Yeah,
or the
park-
parking lights?
parking
Parking lights.
Yes.
What kind of? I don't even want to say what kind of car it is.
I don't know. I can't tell.
I don't think I can. Why would you want to say what kind of car it is? Is somebody
Fester, go walk
Because
up
we're
to
talking
it.
amongst ourselves, but I don't know.
Give Fester your phone.
911? What's your emergency? St. Pete Police.
Yeah, I'll go find out who this guy is. I don't know.
Go, knock on the window. I dare you.
I'll ram him with my Lincoln.
There's somebody sitting right outside our studio window.
All right.
I mean, this is a building that, houses other offices and things.
No, like only a law firm. I think we're the only two tenants of the building.
Oh,
I don't think a lawyer showed up
You know what?
3 hours early for work.
There's a lawyer and a shrink downstairs. If you ever look at the sign, it's like, Bay Counseling or
Like
something.
Dr. Katz or something downstairs.
That car was there yesterday, too.
Right.
So I'm just saying, 2 days in a row.
Hold on, was somebody in it?
Yes, they're always in it.
Maybe it's an employee that you just don't know.
I don't know, and I
If
don't
it's there-
trust it.
If it's there 2 days in a row, why did you say something yesterday?
Because yesterday was a one-day thing. I'm like, this is, whatever.
That's how killers work. 1 day things.
Today, I discovered a pattern.
Hold on, let me
Yeah,
see
I
if
think-
I have my spare mag in my bag.
MJ,
Okay.
give Fester your phone. He'll go down there and knock on the window.
This is
So here's my question. Why
Why do I have to hold on? Why do I have to give Fester my phone?
No,
like Fester doesn't have his own phone.
I have my own phone. Give me your gun, and then I'll go down there. And
See?
What reason would someone have to sit in a vehicle for, I don't know, they're still sitting in it.
Okay.
I mean, what do you do? What are you sitting in the car? Maybe they're listening to the show.
Maybe it's one of our engineers or an office staff or somebody you just don't know. I don't know what kind of car everybody's
I don't like
He's
it.
sitting
I don't
in-
recognize the car.
All right, Fester, do you want to walk down live and see what's going on with the
Yeah,
car
go
that's
knock
sitting
on the window.
Come
Whose
on.
car do you know around here?
Everybody's.
Really?
Ask me a person, I'll tell you their car.
What does Terry Contento drive?
92 Saturn.
No, she doesn't. Hey, by the way, Michelle had a 92 Saturn. Michelle had a 92 Saturn.
Go, Fester.
And that was the craziest thing because at Saturn, they introduced the no haggle pricing.
Yeah, that was a nice
That
car.
was the original deal because and Michelle had a 92 Saturn and I was dating Michelle. This was prior to are you going to walk outside?
Fester, be careful.
Well, Fester, hang on, dial me up.
I'll dial you.
Well, what number are you going to dial? Just the regular request line?
What are you going to knock on the window?
All right, folks. Hold on a minute. I was going to talk to Fester about how he just happened to end up at the Bucks game last night, and now I've got Froggy creeping over to look at a car outside behind Roxanne's back.
Record it in case he gets killed.
Then I did the same thing. You want to roll video out there?
Yeah, I'll roll video.
You never know. It
And-
could be the end of Fester.
And it's crazy
Is he
because
walking over there?
he can't pull off, hey, I'm a security person and I just want to check what's going on here because he's got this Hawaiian shirt on.
All right, do me a favor. Look outside for a muzzle flash.
Is Fester walking over there yet? I'm nervous. I don't like this.
Andrew, is that Fester on the phone?
Yes, it is.
All right, hang
Oh,
on a minute,
God.
folks. Holy crap, I think I need some spooky, scary music here. I need maybe... Oh, here we go.
Oh, no.
Let's go to Fester live as he leaves the building to approach a strange car
Mystery
in the
car.
parking lot. Yes, mystery car. Hey, Fester.
Hey guys.
All right, so where are you right now? You're leaving the building?
Yeah.
Do you have your key? Do you have your key card to get back in?
Yeah. Oh no, I don't. Crap.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you left without
What
your
an
key
idiot.
card?
It's all right.
You might have to run away from a serial killer, and you can't get back in the
He won't be
building.
doing any running.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm not running.
Fester, how far away are you from the mystery car that's now in the parking lot outside of our studio window?
There's now 2 vehicles out here, MJ. If Roxanne looks out her window, to the left there's a pickup truck, and then there's this, Froggy's right, it's a sedan with its parking lights on.
All right,
It
so
looks like-
Okay, I see the pickup truck, but isn't that one of our coworkers?
Better be careful.
all right, Fester, are you near the car?
I'm right outside the guy's car.
All right, and there's a guy in the
How
car.
are you? I'm Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
What the hell you doing in our parking lot?
Well, yeah, we saw a car out here. We'll make sure everything's okay. Hey, how are you? You work here? Okay.
Fester, what's the story?
There's a guy. He's sitting in his car, super nice. He's just sitting here watching YouTube videos.
Why is he lurking? He's just sitting
I
watching.
think he's lurking.
Well, if he's sitting in our dark parking lot outside of our studio building and our window, then he's lurking.
Does he work here?
I understand. He says, okay, thank you. What's my name's Fester. What's yours? D, nice to meet you. All right. So he said he comes here and he chills out for his job. He's a rideshare guy.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. He's an Uber driver or a
Yeah,
Lyft?
He's a rideshare guy. And he says he chills out here, waits for people to
Engage his services?
yeah.
Hold on. Knock back on his window again. Ask him if he's a. Ask
We
him.
want to interview this guy.
Ask him if he's a Lyft driver or an Uber driver.
Hold on.
Excuse me. Can you roll back down? Why?
He's watching YouTube videos in his car.
MJ, this is
Really good
weird.
guy.
I don't trust it.
All right.
So what does he drive? Uber or Lyft?
I don't know.
But we'll ask him.
I'm walking back to the car.
And he ought to be watching
Here he
MJTV.
Right?
You work for a rideshare service? Is that what I? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when you said you were chilling out for your job, I thought you were like a rideshare guy.
Well, how the hell did you come up with that? Will you just make that up?
Yeah, because you said I chill out for my job. I'm like, who the hell chills out for their job at a radio
Wait,
station?
so you just erroneously just made up that he's a rideshare guy?
Fill in the blanks.
Hold on. Would it be okay if you talk to MJ, the guy who's actually in the radio station up there? Hold on, just talking to him.
My God. This is insane.
He's, hello?
Hello,
Hi, what's your name?
D. Talk a little louder, D.
Hold on. Your name is B or D?
D.
Oh, hey, D. All right, so D, why are you sitting in our parking lot at 6:27 in the morning?
I just come here and chill. I eat my food and then I leave when I go to work. I live
Okay.
down the street. That's why I just come here and chill. I eat.
So you live down the street?
Yeah, but I'll get something from McDonald's, come here, chill, eat, and then leave and go to work.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so Fester assumed, I don't know why, that you drove for Lyft or Uber, a rideshare guy. So, D, what do you do for a living?
I work at a company called Waste Management.
Oh, wait.
cool. Never heard of it.
Oh, yeah, huge company, Waste Management.
Of course.
Absolutely. All right, so you're not some kind of crazy stalker or a sniper, right?
Oh, no.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that sounded official.
Sounds good to me. All right.
Thanks, D.
Hey, let
Thank you.
Let me give you my bank account information and social security number.
I told
I don't
you.
need it. I don't need it. You good.
All right.
All right, yeah.
All right,
Right.
D.
Yeah, I told you. He's a nice guy.
All right, D. Thanks. Well, just tell D that he creeped out Roxanne a little bit.
Creeped out Froggy first.
All right,
Well,
Froggy was,
it is. You got to admit, it's weird that somebody's just sitting in the middle of a park.
Hey, can D see me?
Not even at McDonald's. Yeah, he's just chilling. He's sitting here watching YouTube videos.
Tell D I'm waving at him.
Up there. All right, I'm hanging up now, guys.
Tell him I'm waving at him.
All right, Fester, do you need someone to let you back into the building or what?
No, D and I will chill out. Froggy can come down during the commercial.
Why don't you?
You're gonna hang out with them?
Tell you what, why don't you open up the passenger door and see if you can just chill out and hang with D and watch some YouTube videos and eat some McDonald's.
Just start eating his hash brown.
D already shot that down. He said he's about to go.
Okay, all right.
All right, listen.
All right,
Thank
Fester,
you.
come on back in.
All right, goodbye.
All right,
Goodbye.
Fest.
All right.
It's
Well,
I guess
he's nuts, man.
I could see people doing that if they don't have a long commute. You know, you need that like wake up time. Like
This
we all
show
have.
is insane.
Mystery car.
That was like surreal.
Hey,
what's up? I'm D. Just eat my food here before work. What?
In our dark parking lot,
I like to do it.
right outside our studio window, we just met D, who works at Waste Management down the street or something.
So weird. I just like to sit here and eat, and that's it. Okay.
Mystery car. Mystery car.
I don't know about you. He sounds like a serial killer to me.
All right, so Fester ended up at the Bucks game last night.
Oh, he did. That's
Yeah,
right.
we got
Out of nowhere, I get a
Uh-huh.
picture of Fester just sitting in the stands. So there's a story on how Fester ended up at the Bucks game, which we got to get to. So we'll do that next, along with early Morons in the news. Very odd start to today's show.
Creepy.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Here on the MJ Morning Show. All right, we're back in a minute, so hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Morons in the News. From ABC News, from the MJ Morning Show, this is Morons in the News with David Muir. No, MJ. All right, first though, Fester, I got a great pile of idiots today. It's a spectacular pile. All right, first though, can you tell, we got sidetracked with the mystery car out in the parking lot. How the hell, and try to make this fast because I got a big pile of morons here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How
please.
did you make it to the Bucks game? How am I waiting around for your enlightening email last night with Fester's show prep ideas for this show? I end up getting nothing except an email with you with a smirk and a grin sitting in the middle of Ray J at the game last night. So how the hell did that happen?
You want me to make it really quick?
No, just tell me the story.
Okay, so I owe all of it. All of it. Me sitting at Thursday Night Football, all of it is owed to Froggy.
But Froggy has no idea how you get. Froggy asked how the hell you got
What
there.
did I do?
Froggy has developed a cult following of people who text me all the time because he gives up my phone number.
Oh, I have an announcement about that, by the way.
Oh, that's right. The cult following of people that call you because Froggy has persistently given out your phone number.
So
Yes.
nobody calls. I don't answer calls, but I respond to texts.
Go ahead.
And
I'll tell you when to stop.
Oh, God.
all right, so I get a text last night to my personal phone.
Right.
Oh, yesterday, like 2
Right.
o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
I get a
All right,
text.
stop.
Fester, how can we text you? You give us jokes we can hold on to.
By the way, a listener sent this gem.
I know you think we are a bunch of bozos. Froggy, put your number on the show.
Many times.
Fester, I got your number. I need to send you mine.
A sweet vocal.
Fester, don't change your number. 3108444. 3108444. 3108444. 3108444.
813 is the area code, by the way.
So,
All right.
Don't tell me you got tickets from a texter.
so I get a text yesterday at 2:03 p.m.
From somebody that had your phone number because Froggy always gives it out over the air?
And he sent me texts in the past. And
Right.
I think he sent me a text
This is backfiring.
a couple days ago, sent me a text back in July.
You're not meant to make friends and benefit from
Well,
this.
so he writes, I'm not going to the Bucks game tonight. I'll send you my ticket if you want.
What?
And then he gives me this. I like myself more than I like other people.
It's a fact.
So I write back, man, you don't have to do that. There's a whole email exchange or text exchange that we had through the course of the night.
I'm looking at the scroll right now.
Yeah.
That looks tedious. That looks ponderous, man.
Yeah.
Ponderous.
Texting's pretty easy. I wrote, you don't have to do that. He sends it to my email address. I'm a little skeptical, but I logged it. It went right to Ticketmaster.
One of those digital tickets where they
Yep.
just scan it?
Yep.
What?
So he forwards you the digital ticket.
Sends it to my email, right?
And you're like wondering, is this a big scam? Am I going to go all the way to Raymond James Stadium for the Ravens and Bucks game? And is someone going to go, bah, gotcha! Fake
Dummy.
ticket!
So,
Go for it.
Rejected at the gate!
which would have been just as funny. But I get there, you have fun, he writes. So I then I write to him. I go, send me your address, and I will send you a variety of Q105 junk.
What?
You know, so our prize club sent a couple of T-shirts. We got those cool Q105 glasses.
Are you going to send them one of those MJ Morning Show Q105 T-shirts that will dissolve after your first wear?
Yes, I was going to send them. I was going to send 2 or 3 shirts.
No, they
nice
actually
quality.
dissolve on your body.
They do.
They
It's-
dissolve with sweat.
It is the thinnest T-shirt I've ever seen in my life.
So I said, send me your address. I'll send you some fun stuff from the radio station. He writes back, it probably is actually junk, So I'm good, but thank you.
Jeez.
No need to send me the crap from your prize closet.
So I'm like, okay. I was like, the only other thing I have to offer you is a naked autographed picture of myself from Froggy's shower.
That's right.
That's the only thing I have to barter with you.
The Fester shower photo.
Then he writes back, that's all right, I'll pass.
Oh my God. He wants nothing.
What is this guy's name?
His first name is Ryan, and I only know that because on the ticket email it said Ryan is transferring his ticket to Dominic.
Where was your seat?
It was a good seat. It was in the lower, it was in the 200 section,
Right.
kind of in the corner,
Yeah.
Okay.
directly across from the boat. So I was looking at the ship. I was in the
Okay.
opposite. I was in the north.
Were you in the end zone?
So you're on the Buck side.
No, I was in the south west corner. Yeah, I was watching the corner of the end zone,
Okay.
section
Buck side.
218 on the Buck side. Right.
What?
Yeah. So
Free ticket. Look at that.
yeah. So I go.
All because Froggy consistently and pathologically gives Fester's cell phone number out over the air live.
And I should have my design back for T-shirts.
What would you like? I'll have Froggy give out the cell number again. Is there anything you're looking for? Any merchandise or product you'd like next?
I'm open to all opportunities of people giving stuff away. But
Give Fester free stuff. Just text him at
813-310-8444.
I mean, listen, I'm not looking for like an extra refrigerator for the garage or anything. But yes, this was mighty generous of you.
You're not
free
looking-
Bucks tickets. Pretty. That's gonna be tough to be topped.
Wait a sec. You're not. I wish I could see Froggy, but I can't. I've got no line of sight in this room.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna lift my seat up.
I mean, would you
I wish you
please?
would.
Let's see. Is this better?
We all talk over each other because we can't see each other in the studio. It's like it's the Ray Charles morning show. I'm telling you, it's Ray. There we go. That's better. Now Froggy's staring at me in the creepiest damn fashion.
All right, so
I mean, stop it, man! You're creeping me. Stop. Did you get that on video, Andrew?
I'm gonna wink at him all morning.
How do I make sure that our camera shots? How do we do that? How do we make sure that the camera shots are taken when they need to be taken?
we need a dedicated person to shooting the cameras. I mean, if you want to be straight, MJ, we need somebody whose full time job is switching cameras.
Yeah, because
Froggy,
Andrew's in there.
All right, Froggy, can you reenact that, please? All right.
Yes, I was just doing this.
Do what you just did. Andrew, can we take Froggy's camera now? All right. So Froggy was just doing this to me. Because typically,
all right. Stop. It's getting really creepy. It's getting really
that is very, very creepy. Stop. All right, go back. Go back hidden again.
Okay, I'll go back down.
I mean,
Go back to where you were, where I can't even see you.
Told you.
We talked to the engineer, or not the engineer, our web department about putting the camera switcher in the studio so we could operate it because we know who's going to be talking next most of the time. And
Listen, they told me 2 years ago when we got here that we're getting a new studio, and
It's gonna happen now.
yeah,
I mean,
nothing.
That's not an easy job, I have to say, in Andrew's defense, because you have to
When
anticipate.
somebody talks, you push the button and take the camera. How hard is that?
Well, when
He's
you're
also-
doing other things.
yeah, he's also pulling your audio. He's also answering the phone.
No, that
lines.
was
He's
done
also-
an hour ago. Yes.
When you're talking while he's looking at you, the automatic switcher would have you, not him.
Right.
Well, we got to be able to override that.
Okay, listen,
But
this
he
whole thing's a
can't-
cluster.
All right.
Anyway, if you have any tickets to major sporting events that you just don't know what to do with,
Or concerts.
or concert, I'm readily available.
What about gold ingots?
Yeah, gold ingots, nuggets. Yeah, I'm all for it.
How can we get the Jake Paul fight for free through this?
All
Well,
right.
see, here's the thing. I mean, you got to figure this. If somebody has like a corporate box or something, and you want two guys to.
All right, so you want a skybox next?
No, but if
You
you
want a
have-
suite? Yeah. If you've got a suite to an upcoming Bucks game, text Fester at
813-310-8444. Shirt designs coming next week.
All right, so
You've been saying that the Fester.
No, I'm for real now.
You've been saying that the Fester phone number T-shirt has been coming for the last, I don't know, year.
It's just about done.
so thank you to Ryan. Had a great time at the game last night.
Let's do early morons in the news. Oh, hey, is there any update to the Texas Pete's hot sauce lawsuit? Has that been thrown out? Is it still? There was a story. I was just curious because I just saw it in my pile in an old stack of prep. But like two and a half weeks ago, there was a story how a dude had filed a lawsuit against Texas Pete's hot sauce because it was actually made in North Carolina and not in Texas.
Well, what has happened in this follow-up is that the demand for the hot sauce is through the roof.
Oh, I saw that too. That's right. So the guy getting all of this publicity for his lawsuit, it's actually jammed up the sales of Texas Pete hot sauce.
It has.
Doesn't North Carolina make good sauce too, Fester?
They're a
Barbecue.
vinegar barbecue sauce state.
Oh,
Well, it depends what part of the Carolinas, because you've got
Fester would know.
you've got Eastern Carolina,
Right.
you got Western Carolina, Mr. Barbecue expert.
So one's more-
The difference is a squirt of ketchup, but they're both very vinegary.
Yes, Andrew.
Who cares where it's made? Where is Arizona iced tea made?
Yeah.
New York.
Let's do them
It's
next.
made on Long Island, right, or something. I don't know
Yeah.
where that's-
I guess it really doesn't matter.
No.
That's right. Is this dude going to sue Arizona iced tea next? That's a good point.
Where's
there.
Fiji water made? Is it literally falling off the mountain in Fiji?
No, but it is from Fiji, and it comes from a hole in the ground.
Really?
Because I was there. I literally stood outside the chain link fence at the Fiji water
Of course
factory
he did,
All right.
Jay Peterman.
in Fiji.
What about Poland Springs?
Hold
huh?
on. Frog, you don't know this?
No, I didn't know Fiji. When I think of a hole in the ground, I think of a turlet.
No.
No.
Fiji water comes from a well in a hole in the ground. There is a gigantic factory
Oh, please. It comes from the sink.
off like a dirt road in Fiji. I've been there. Have I ever shown you the photo of me outside of the Fiji water factory on one of the Fiji islands?
Oh, you will
I'm
now.
going to say yes just so you don't show it to me. So,
All right,
yes.
so I won't. No, but seriously, we were driving. We were picked up at the air. Seriously, we were going scuba diving in Fiji. It's the main big island of Fiji, and we had a car service driving us from the airport to the resort. And as we're driving, I see the sign Fiji Water with an arrow off a little side road. I'm like, dude, is that the Fiji Water Factory? And he said, yes.
Well, it says
I'm like,
Fiji water. What else could it be, sir?
and I said, hey, turn around. I want to see this thing. And we literally we go right outside of the Fiji Water Factory. They got a security guard, and they had a whole bunch. They had a little like lean-to or a hut outside where the workers could go out and just hang out on break time. And there's a whole bunch of them there. They were fascinated. They were asking me where I was from. I'm like, all right, I'm from Florida.
You care about water this much?
I'm like, yes. Hey, this water's all over the place, man. This Fiji water's everywhere.
We had no idea. We just work in this factory.
Would you say Poland Springs? Is it made in Poland?
Well, if we were going down the avenue of jokes, I would have gone the Poland Springs route. But
All right, so far the byproduct of the Texas Pete's lawsuit, because a dude is ticked off. A lawsuit was filed against Garner Foods because Texas Pete hot sauce is made in North Carolina, and a dude, Philip White of Los Angeles, back in September, filed a class action lawsuit against T.W. Garner Food Company, based in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, alleging false advertising over its Texas Pete sauce, which he says is not made in Texas. If you have a sauce called Texas Pete, do you think it's imperative that it's made in Texas?
No.
no.
You know, I know that Barilla Pasta, we talked about this, that Barilla Pasta, they're getting sued because the box says Italy's #1 pasta right on the front, and Barilla is made in the United States. Well, you know, the pasta for Italy is made at Barilla in Italy, but years ago they opened up a Barilla factory. I think they got 2 factories, one in Iowa, one in New York. So Barilla pasta is made in the U.S. So this guy is suing Barilla now because it says Italy's #1 pasta on the front.
So that's not fake advertising, or
Well, that's what he's alleging. And then we got this guy saying that Texas Pete is made in North Carolina. So he filed a big old class action lawsuit.
If I eat Texas Pete, I don't worry about that. I think it's like an homage to Texas rather than it doesn't have to be made there.
yeah. who
Yeah,
cares?
when I eat hot sauces, I often think of homages to their geographic location.
I was
as
just
well.
waiting to see if a judge is going to throw this damn thing out. And then, as Roxanne said, the byproduct here has been that the hot sauce sales for Texas Pete have gone through the roof because it's gotten all this attention. All right, I got to finish up with Morons in the News in a minute. We still have a huge stack to get to. So Morons in the News Chunk 2 coming up in a minute here on the MJ Morning Show. What happens, though? 105 702. You got the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. Hopefully, you got something nice planned for the weekend. I got my dad's 80th birthday this weekend.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Pop is turning 80. Son of a, my dad always told me as a kid growing up, high school, then becoming, a self-sufficient individual on my own. My dad always told me, enjoy it. It goes fast, because my dad always told me about his father, my grandfather, who passed away in 2000. And my grandfather always told my dad, you're going to close your eyes, you're going to blink, and the next thing you know, you're an old dude. And my dad has always told me that, and boom, I blinked, and my dad is now 80 years old. It's like, where the hell did the time go? All right. Early morons in the news.
What do you get an 80-year-old for his birthday?
That is a good question. I'm thinking a McLaren.
I was going to say something for the Tesla, like some accessory.
Yeah, my dad does have a Tesla. My dad bought that overpowered Model S, ridiculous edition or whatever they call it. Ludicrous. So I don't know what.
He bought the plaid?
Plaid, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, my dad.
The car that goes from 0 to 200 miles an hour in 8 seconds.
Looks like a spaceship inside.
At 79, or maybe it was 78 going on 79, he bought a Tesla. What do we need this thing for? All right, what is morons in the news without a great Florida story? We got one right here's. Florida guy accused of pouring bleach and spitting into a co-worker's soda after an argument. Isn't this lovely?
How did he not know that? Or did he know that bleach was in his soda? You'd smell that, right?
You'd think.
Yeah.
Jerome Ellis, 48 years old, was arrested earlier this week on charges of poisoning food or water with the intent to kill or injure. I guess that's part of the statute. And tampering with or fabricating evidence. Now, both of those are felonies. People don't realize this, but food tampering is a felony with a capital F. Listen, if you get caught food tampering, you're effed.
Yeah.
Well, remember we did a story a while back about how they spiked some brownies at a wedding, and they did it, just for fun, so everybody could have a good time. And no, you can't do that.
No.
Got in big trouble.
According to the charging affidavit obtained by news media, this guy, Jerome Ellis, an employee at a DeLand. This happened in DeLand. That's where the other Stetson University campus is. Isn't DeLand where the regular Stetson is? And of course, here in Gulfport
is the law college.
Is the College of Law. That's where Michelle, my lovely wife, graduated from Stetson. And this dude, you're gonna love this, Fester. I keep forgetting if this is your favorite one or not. The guy was an employee at Dollar General.
Okay, damn it. No.
Oh, you like Dollar Tree?
Dollar Tree.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Dollar Tree. I just bought all of my Halloween decorations at Dollar Tree.
They got good stuff.
They really do. They got really good seasonal stuff.
Is it on sale now that Halloween's only days away? Halloween's on Monday.
No, shelves are almost clear.
Oh, really?
How'd the shelves look?
Really good. I thought of you.
Yeah.
It's like Froggy sells these.
So this guy's been busted on poisoning of food or water.
Ugh.
Video surveillance showed this guy Ellis pouring bleach into his coworker's can of Pepsi.
Oh,
Can
how
you
much?
imagine? And I would imagine Dollar General, they have plenty of bleach on the shelves, right?
I was just looking that up. Dollar
Yeah,
General.
it's right by the meat.
What ingredients are in Pepsi that would not mix well with bleach? Like, it seems like you could, it could be.
How
material
about
for a
bleach
bomb.
doesn't mix well with anything that
I
you
know.
ingest?
Agreed. That's the obvious
my God.
answer.
all the ingredients in Pepsi don't mix with bleach. All of them. Which ones? Everyone.
What's this fizzy stuff on top? What was that from? Dahmer? I'll just drink it.
No, in Dahmer.
Yeah, Dahmer. That's right.
Because he was crushing up those knockout pills. And in one of the scenes in Dahmer, one of the unsuspecting guys is about to drink a drink, and there's white stuff floating on top.
That's just dish soap.
That's what he said.
Don't worry.
So, wait a minute.
Okay.
All right, let me just drink.
Ugh.
Now,
Why would you drink the soapy beer?
Dahmer told the guy that, must be just some dish soap. So why would you drink that?
You would think he'd be like,
Of course, it was much worse than dish soap. It was some kind of tranquilizer to knock the guy out so Dahmer could,
Have his way.
have his way with the corpse, and then cut him up into little pieces and put stuff in the fridge.
See, I'm a Coca-Cola guy. I haven't had a Pepsi in years, so I can't even imagine what a Pepsi tastes like at the moment. But
You would know if they were bleaching.
yeah, I would imagine I would know if there was any amount of bleach.
Now, apparently, Jerry or Jerome, hey, Jerome Ellis, bleach man, can I call you Jerry?
Sure.
So Jerry and the victim apparently got into an argument the day before, and the victim told the police that he believed Ellis was holding a grudge against him. The man told deputies he placed the Pepsi that he was drinking on a counter before going to the restroom. When he came back, took a drink of the can, it tasted like bleach or cleaning supplies. At least the guy recognized. The victim said, wow, this Pepsi now tastes like bleach or cleaning supplies.
This Pepsi I left by itself for mere minutes.
This Pepsi is fabuloso.
Why would you leave your Pepsi? Well, it's not like he's at a bar. You would think he'd be fine.
Now, when deputies arrived at the Dollar General over in DeLand, video surveillance showed Ellis pouring the bleach into the Pepsi can. I mean, also, if you're going to bleach and poison your coworker, make sure you don't do it in full view of surveillance cameras inside your workplace.
Yeah, the whole place is under cameras now. I mean, you can't hide anywhere in any of these stores.
Have you seen the kind of people who work at the Dollar General?
I mean,
are you going to make a disparaging comment about people that work at Dollar General now?
There's some real the hills have eyes
Oh, we stop.
types.
Well, I'm sure we've got listeners that work at Dollar General.
I'm sure,
We're trying to piss them off.
I go-
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't mean it like
if
that.
you're a Dollar General employee, I apologize for Froggy saying that you look like you're out of the hills have eyes
all
or
right,
whatever that
Froggy's
was.
not right and he's not wrong.
I mean,
all
you
at the
remember
same
Sloth
time.
from the Goonies?
Listen, any place is going to have
Exactly.
a variety of people.
I mean, look at the people that work at this radio station.
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
we got a couple of hills have eyes folks right here in this building.
I saw a couple of Quasimodos yesterday, and I'm like, who are you? How have I never seen this person in all these years?
Nice to meet you. My name's Quasi.
What do you do here, Quasi?
Mornings.
Really?
A cop show up and they looked at the surveillance video. They got the guy dead to rights. He's pouring bleach in the Pepsi can. He also reportedly wiped the can off, walked away, came back, and even spit in the drink. So a combo of bleach and spit. Now, this guy, Jerry, initially told the cops that there was no argument between them, and he went behind the counter with cleaning solution and spilled some in the general area. Oh, that's a pretty lousy cover story, dude. Oops. Yeah, he was confronted with the video footage, and then Ellis told deputies that he put some cleaning solution around the brim of the drink to get back at the victim for being difficult to work with. He was booked into the Volusia County Jail. This guy is in a boatload of trouble. Yeah. So think about that before you want to tamper with somebody's food.
I found a list of things you shouldn't mix bleach with, and Pepsi isn't on it. But.
Okay, well, Roxanne, why don't you give us that list of things you shouldn't mix? What? How about like dynamite?
No, isn't like if you mix bleach with like ammonia?
Yes.
Yeah, you can cause a noxious gas cloud like it's Union
Chloramine.
Carbide in Bhopal or something.
So
yes.
In my very young days, back when I was like a teenager, I had a job at Winn-Dixie for like 3 days.
Add that
Hold
one
on.
to the list.
Have we heard about this job? Festus had more jobs than anybody, and some jobs lasting just hours.
Yeah, I mean, so I was like at Winn-Dixie for like maybe a week, and one of the things you got to do at night is clean the bathroom. And one of the good old boys went in there, and he dropped the ammonia and the bleach. It was like after the store closed.
Gas the whole place out?
They cleared the store out.
Really?
Yeah.
Fire department called?
Orange.
I don't know that they knew enough to call the fire department, but we're pretty backward back then.
Yeah, you can't mix bleach with ammonia. You're going to create a noxious gas.
Yep.
There's another one that you should, rubbing alcohol, that makes chloroform. And then I just found...
Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on.
Did Roxanne just give out a recipe for homemade chloroform?
Wait, you mix bleach with rubbing alcohol, it makes chloroform?
I'm not giving
you
anyone...
dip it in a rag and then you put it on someone's face and then they get knocked out?
Not giving ideas that you have to know the exact amount,
That's
the exact
all
ratios.
you just gave is ideas.
Holy
God,
crap.
I had no idea. I thought it would be something, some crazy chemical mixture.
Listen,
Roxanne, you're a danger to society. You're a menace.
I'm warning people not to do this accidentally.
I
now,
don't want this to be the next TikTok challenge that gets back to Roxanne.
My God. What else?
The feds are here.
In 1987, someone mixed bleach and phosphoric acid in a bucket, and it created a noxious gas. Guess what is in Pepsi and carbonated drinks? Phosphoric acid. So this could have been much worse.
What happened to the person in the 80s?
Where did you come up with that?
I still can't get past
Did
the
you
fact.
just say in 1987 a person mixed in a bucket?
Yeah, it's the 80s and more. Yeah, poisonous gas. That's the more.
What? I can't get past the fact that Roxanne just gave out the recipe for chloroform.
Hello, exactly.
Roxanne.
I got to test that on myself later.
It's not a secret. You can Google it.
Roxanne, let's
It's
test
so
it.
easy.
You know what? You're assisting abductors. That's right. Roxanne Wilder is a kidnapper's
No.
best friend.
Absolutely not.
They're gonna
I'm
catch
warning
a guy.
people.
They're gonna catch a guy, right? And he's like, "Well, I was listening to the MJ Morning Show one day, and Roxanne gave me the recipe for chloroform, and just went on a rampage after that.
Right.
Started picking up dogs everywhere."
No, think about how many people might make the mistake. Oh, I've got this, Purell rubbing alcohol.
Uh-oh.
And accidentally mix it with bleach, and little do they know they could chloroform themselves. So I've just saved someone.
I wish.
And Doug.
I'd
I
pay
want you to
money.
chloroform Doug later on
Yeah.
tonight. How about that?
That'd be a good Instagram.
I want to see that. I want to chloroform myself right
Roxanne
think he
Wilder's
does that
going to
with White
chloroform
Claws.
Doug. We got only one person can talk at
now.
a time.
I know.
All right, hang on. MJ Morning Show on Q105. We're back in a second. It is a loaded Friday here on the MJ Morning Show. Stand by. When we get back, MJ Morning Show, Q105, 722. Thanks for listening on this Friday morning. Thanks for listening, I guess, on any morning, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Fester, you were just apprised of something, which I don't know how this is going to go over, but is Roxanne angry at me? And Roxanne, Froggy's coming back in. Is she on a strike right now?
She scolded you, that's for sure. That was
I
awesome.
don't know if she's on a strike. We have issues, like any family, we have issues, and sometimes we...
No, listen, I understand that we've got a very difficult studio to work in.
She just needs a break from you.
Listen, we have a difficult studio because we don't have really good line of sight in here, and we're supposed to get a new studio, 2 years ago, and nothing's happened. And
it'll happen.
So
Don't worry.
I don't know. So listen, I said to Roxanne, I scolded Roxanne a little bit a few minutes ago, and I was like, hey, we can't talk on top of each other, but part of that is we don't have great view and visibility here in the studio. It's almost like, how do we make sure that all four of us can't see each other? To kind of work off each other's cues.
And I felt I was just as guilty of it, MJ. Listen,
Right.
when you said we're talking over each other, I felt I was talking over you and and back in Roxanne.
Fester definitely talks over you.
Yeah, it was just a hot mess.
No, well, listen. Then I think I said something to Roxanne, and I think I might have ticked her off. And hey, Andrew, can you see if you can find Roxanne?
Give her a minute. Just give her a minute, will you?
She's gonna come here and bite your head off.
See, what happened, MJ, was you made a blanket statement which applies to everybody.
Yeah.
I talk over people all the time. Froggy, he's the worst about it, right? Froggy's the absolute worst.
What?
I mean, then, of course, by rights, none of us should really be talking over MJ. It is his show. So there's a big dynamic to it.
No, I think it's a family operation. I think that it's...
Oh, look, I'll do this.
It's all of us are, equal members of the show. All right, my name might be on the show.
Okay,
it might be the MJ Morning Show. Okay, it's not the Froggy Morning Show. It's not the Fester Morning Show.
That's the brand.
It's not the Roxanne Morning Show, but that's a distinct possibility in the coming months. But that's a whole different story. All right, so what were we going to say?
So after you said a true statement that applies to everybody in the room, you pointed Roxanne out. You said Roxanne.
Well, because she was the last one.
So,
Roxanne was
so
the last. Oh, here comes Roxanne.
Right.
Hey, what?
Talking about me when I'm leaving the room on air.
I told him not to.
No, not at all.
Concerned.
I told him not to.
Concerned about what?
No, well, you're late. You're walking back in the room 3 minutes later, and we thought maybe you were aggravated. Well, let's see how this goes over. All right. So Fester just got a text. We've got a security thing we want to deal with here.
High level security too.
Yeah.
I mean, not low level stuff.
All right. Fester just got a text from a listener a short time ago. A listener observed something on MJ TV. Now, Roxanne.
Oh, no.
Can you hand Fester your cell phone, please?
Absolutely not.
Well,
There's nothing
this
on this that he needs to be aware.
No, this is a test. This is only a test. Nothing's going to happen. Your phone's not going to be wiped clean.
Nothing.
Fester's not going to stuff it down his pants.
You want me to take his phone for you?
for collateral.
Yeah,
Take
you
mine
want-
as collateral.
Oh, yeah. Take Fester's phone as
right.
collateral.
Yeah.
I mean, your phone is not going to be stolen, but we have to test something out.
Here we go.
And this is important.
We're switching phones. Here's my.
I-
It's a little greasy because I held it to
Are
my
you
face
capturing
already.
this on video, Andrew? Are you switching cameras? All right. So Fester and Roxanne have just switched phones. So Roxanne, are you in possession of Fester's phone?
I'm in
She has
possession
it.
of Fester's
She has it.
phone.
There's
Yes.
And
no nefarious.
Roxanne has handed Fester his phone. Fester, do you want to say what it is first, or do you want to just try it?
I think it's important to say what it is.
All right, go ahead.
So earlier in the show, when we had some sketchy looking guy in the parking lot and I walked out, and Andrew, who does an average to slightly above average job of switching the cameras around when we're talking for MJTV, right?
He's giving me the so-so
Yeah.
hand motion
You
right
would
now.
agree, right?
Yeah.
You would agree. I'm not off base.
Yep.
So
He seems to put it on me at all the worst times.
all the worst times.
Go ahead.
But so Roxanne picked up her phone and logged into it according to
A listener
on MJTV, which
saw you log into your phone
no.
on MJTV. Somehow you were holding your phone in a way, in a fashion, in a position where apparently the listener saw what?
Roxanne punch in her 4-digit security code. So I said, oh my goodness, this is a high-level security breach. I'm very concerned for Roxanne's privacy. What is the code so I could test it to tell her to change it to protect her own security?
All right, Roxanne's lock screen, is it on right now?
Yes, I have her lock screen as a beautiful picture of a bald man. It's us, Doug. It's Doug.
Look at that.
And it's
Oh.
my niece.
And
It's my niece. It's actually not my daughter. It's my
Oh,
niece.
yeah, holding a little baby.
Look at that.
Because
You know
I
what?
see my own kids all the time.
I'd
so I put my
actually
niece in.
like to see a picture of Roxanne and Doug.
And Doug.
Now, on this lock screen,
Yes.
how do you? I don't have an Apple
So-
iPhone. Now, you guys have iPhones. I'm an
Right.
Android guy. How do you
Just swipe up.
Okay, all right. So
And it takes you to the number pad.
you got to show this to the camera. So make sure. I don't think you need to
Well,
jam it into the lens, but just make sure people can see it. So what you want to do is hold the phone next to you and do it in a fashion that the MJ TV camera can catch you right now.
All right, hold on. I'm standing up here.
Roxanne, a listener claims that they saw you enter your passcode to get into your phone.
I understand what's happening. Yes, I heard that.
All right, now, Fester, go ahead and hold the phone. So you need to change your passcode anyway.
Essentially, because it's a high-level security
It's
breach.
all out. It's on.
Okay.
You need to check. Apparently, Fester, the listener claims that Roxanne's passcode to get into her phone is.
No. You cannot say that.
Well, we're
Just
gonna,
type it in.
Yeah.
You're
We're
going to
gonna-
change it in a
No.
couple of seconds.
No.
We're gonna
No.
show it.
No.
Who are you, Alec
Listen,
Baldwin?
No.
Okay,
Well, the trigger wasn't
listen,
pulled. I didn't
hold
pull
on.
the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
No.
No.
Roxanne says.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
But Roxanne, you got to change the number.
I understand.
Wait a minute. Is this
that.
also like your ATM pin as well?
Okay, so
Just stop, okay?
Roxanne just leaned over to me. She came and whispered into my ear, which she's never done. And this code is used
Yeah, and
across
we-
platforms.
No, what? But somebody saw it.
It's out there.
All right. So all right.
You have a security breach, Rox.
Okay, go ahead and let's try it.
Let's
and see.
just test it.
Will you
Oh,
seriously?
whoa.
This is a private number.
But
She's not happy. You
But
better
Roxanne,
chill.
a listener saw you
I
enter it.
understand that,
All
but
right.
he doesn't need to tell everybody else.
Let me make
okay,
sure
we
it's
have a
right.
swath
First, I
of
want
listeners.
is it right? Is the number on this paper right?
Why don't you
I don't show it to the camera. Don't.
Okay, I'm not. I won't.
I don't show it to the camera, but type the code in.
Okay.
And see if the listener is correct.
All right. Huh?
Oh, it is. Oh, no.
Roxanne.
It's 100% correct.
We have a breach. Screen.
Fester just unlocked.
We have a breach. We have a leak.
Fester just unlocked.
Oh my God.
Roxanne's phone. A listener did see the number.
Oh my God. MJ, how many emails do you have unopened in your email box?
I don't know. Depends. Not many. Why?
Guess how many emails Roxanne has not opened?
3,716.
Froggy, guess.
2,000.
Is this like the mountain climber game on The Price is Right?
You know what? This is perfect. 3,000 higher.
Hold on. It's higher than 3,716?
4,500.
Higher.
5,240?
Let me just save everybody some time.
5,700.
You're way off.
10,960?
Way off.
25,000.
25,000?
Way off.
50,000 emails.
Okay, that's too high.
Oh, boy.
MJ, here's Roxanne's phone. Look at the email icon at the bottom of the screen.
She's just passing around your phone.
Roxanne, you have 49,574 emails that are unopened?
Unopened?
That's gonna
What
be a
the frig?
long day of catching up.
Oh, my God. How is that possible?
How have you not told us this in all these years?
It's like that with all my text messages too.
Look at the text messages right next to it. She has like 900 text messages she hasn't replied back to.
Oh, my
I get a lot of messages.
God, Louise.
All right. Now, Roxanne, are you upset with us? Are you angry?
What's to be upset? I guess you're helping me with this. Or are you talking about earlier?
Well, both.
Let's talk
No.
about this particular part right now.
What are we talking about? The phone?
The security breach
Okay,
that everybody.
Yes.
So you use that number that a listener saw you type into your phone to unlock your phone. Use that number across other platforms?
No, none.
All right, so that number was exclusive just to your phone?
Yes.
Oh God! Look at you are giving me. You're like a laser cutting through my face with the way you're looking at me.
If you ever want somebody to give you an alibi, Roxanne's the person. No. Yes. Here you go. Here's your phone back.
Thank
Rox.
you. Thank
With
you.
your
Okay.
50,000 unanswered emails.
I don't even know how to change my password.
You go into like security features and change password, but you need to change other things if that number's used because a listener saw it.
Yeah, I understand that.
I mean, aren't you happy that we exposed this?
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Thrilled.
She doesn't sound very happy.
You're angry at me.
Wow.
You're angry at
you know what?
Fester.
Listen, let me tell you guys
Yeah.
what. I have a lot of responsibility. I have a lot of bleep going on, as Tom Brady likes to
Yeah.
say. And this is the most enjoyable part of my work day usually. So don't make it unenjoyable.
Oh,
45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
Oh, she's
I'm
35
years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
All right. So that's nice to hear that this is the most enjoyable part of your day.
So I have high standards and I expect it to stay that way.
I want to do nothing to encroach on that enjoyment.
Mm-hmm.
If
you try.
Yeah, if
No,
this is-
I don't. I don't deliberately try.
Not deliberately, but listen, if this is the most enjoyable part of your day, be grateful that you have a free, essentially virus protection plan. we know there's a data security breach because you gave your passcode out inadvertently to millions of people on YouTube where it will live forever. You have to change it.
Yeah, you got to change it.
I understand that. I'm not, I get it. I got things to do. I'm not trying to multitask and do the show and change all my passwords.
Well, you don't need to change it right now. Nobody's going to grab your phone in the next little bit. But if you lose it, let's say you leave it like on the counter at the acai bowl restaurant that you frequent frequently.
That's the SE bowl, by the way. What do you have for lunch today? I'm having an SE bowl.
Oh, I wish.
But listen, this is a lesson. And I think this is a teaching moment for all of our listeners and the whole crew here on the MJ Morning Show is the most innocuous things that you might be doing, somebody might be watching. And in this case, we're on MJ TV here in the studio. And Roxanne, you didn't think twice. You opened up your phone with your pass code, your security code, and somehow was able to be seen on MJ TV on your camera. And we have a listener that texted Fester what your passcode is.
It's
just
crazy.
we're kind of under a microscope here. I mean, we voluntarily have the cameras on for MJ TV, but it's just a reminder that you might do something that is just common, something you do all the time, and you might not be aware or conscious of the fact that you could be watched, someone looking over your shoulder. We've got cameras in the studio for MJ TV. And by the way, you can watch MJ TV and see, if you want to see my social security number, my bank account numbers, and the whole shebang, folks, just watch.
It's all on YouTube. It's all on MJTV.
If you want the recipe for the secret sauce, folks, it's all on MJ TV. If you go to mjmorningshow.com, mjmorningshow.com, you just click on MJ TV. You can watch us live from 6 to 10, and then you can watch us on demand anytime during the day. You can watch the entire day show or go back and watch archive shows from previous days.
And the crazy thing, Roxanne, is that's not the most egregious thing the cameras have caught this week.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There was a nip slip, apparently.
Oh, Janet Jackson.
I'm kidding.
There wasn't.
I'm kidding.
No, there wasn't. Actually, you know what? One day, ironically,
Yeah.
we were talking about women who don't wear bras at work. And all of a sudden I realized my bra was showing and I was like, well, good. This is appropriate because we're doing it. So is that what you're referring to? Is that what?
Is actually Fester's nipple?
It was my nip slip.
Yeah. Was it mine?
I think Fester's just making something up here. I don't think Fester has anything.
Oh, there's a Fester nip slip right there.
Oh, no.
Get it, Andrew.
Oh, my God.
Stop
it.
It's awful.
Andrew, did you just get that? Oh, my God.
You kidding me? Andrew freeze framed it and put it in the bank. He loves it.
They're going to remove this video for unsafe content.
I don't feel good.
Is what they're going to do. Oh, boy. All right. Let's put this train back on the tracks here. Before I forget, Froggy, I know that you were fascinated by the fishermen in Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
That were cheating. This is a huge story. And a lot of people are boaters and fisher people. fisherwomen, fishermen, the Fisher
fish-
King, whatever.
Is the word fisherman officially gender non-specific now? Fisher people?
I know a lot of women who are fishermen.
Fisher humans?
All right, this is a crazy story, and there's an update. This will take 10 seconds. Those guys up in Ohio were involved in a big fishing tournament, and they were busted. And apparently for years, they've been winning fishing tournaments by stuffing lead weights down the gullets of the fish to make the fish weigh a whole lot more. And finally, I guess somebody got wise, and they lifted up the fish, and like, there's no way this fish weighs this much, just looking at the form factor.
Yeah.
They cut the fish open, and there's like pounds of lead weight inside the fish's stomach. They even cut up small fish that were too small, and they shoved like fish fillets down the mouths of the fish to make the fish heavier.
That itself is a crime.
So this was a tournament that wasn't what was the purse on this thing? It was like,
I think it was $30,000.
$30,000, and it was crazy. And the fishermen were hit with felony fraud charges. And now they're trying to figure out how many tournaments did they win and how many tournaments did they cheat in. And of course, this audio bite.
We got weights and fish. There we go. Out of here.
Kill them.
I mean, that's like an angry torch-carrying mob right there. They wanted to, like, gut him. That's like hang Mike Pence.
They were not happy.
That was crazy. That was a little reference to Jan 6. All right, so, nutty stuff.
Yes, very nutty.
So here's the update. They've pleaded not guilty. How do you plead not guilty if you've got video of them shoving weights inside the fish in the fishing tournament?
The fish ate the weights, obviously.
That is just totally insane.
By the way,
yes,
my Halloween costume this year is going to be one of these guys. Ranger shirt.
How would I even know?
Glasses. I'm going to be carrying 2 big weights.
You're going as a fisherman fraud?
Yeah.
What's your costume? Oh, I'm a fisherman. I'm a fishing contest fraudster.
Either that or Super Mario Lopez again.
All right, we got to get into Kanye West. Holy crap, this Kanye West story is just getting worse and worse and worse.
What do you do now?
Well, the latest, and you know what? Guess who's embroiled in this issue now? TMZ is sucked in. Do you guys even know what's going on?
No, I don't. This is where I get my news, as you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We've got breaking news on the MJ Morning Show. It appears that TMZ is being accused of covering up a really bad Kanye West situation from back in 2018.
Oh, is this when he went down there and burst in and started yelling?
Well, Kanye West, that's when he made the controversial statement that did come out. Kanye West did a TMZ interview, and he went to the TMZ headquarters in, I don't know, Studio City or in Burbank, wherever the hell they are, maybe off Riverside Drive or something. So Kanye West goes to TMZ in 2018, and from that little interview emerged that, remember, he said something like slavery was a choice? Like the slaves back in the 1800s, they had a choice.
Something like that.
So Kanye here is a black dude talking about slavery as a choice. That caused quite a bit of crap. However, we're now we're understanding just more detail here that Kanye apparently has a love for Adolf Hitler and Nazis. And he said so and was ranting about how much he loves Nazis and Hitler during this 2018 TMZ meeting. But apparently TMZ made all of that disappear. Now, they're a gossip site. They thrive on celebrity gossip and news like that. And
there's a balance of biting the hand that feeds you, though.
There's like a gotcha factor. You know, it's like Page 6, the gossip column, the perennial gossip column in the New York Post, Page 6. What is their motto? If you don't want to see it on Page 6, don't do it, or something to that effect. So TMZ has this huge, allegedly, Nazi Hitler scoop that Kanye West has a thing for Hitler and Nazis, and they buried it. They didn't report on it. They cut it all out of the interview. Now, and there's audio on this.
Oh, boy.
There was an employee that worked at TMZ at the time, and he told the whole story on a podcast. Listen to this. So CNN broke the story yesterday after this guy talked about it on a podcast. And here's what's going on. A business executive who worked for Kanye West, who's now called Ye, that's Kanye, not the business exec, but used to work for Kanye's organization. And he's claiming that Kanye West created a hostile work environment because he was, among other things, obsessed with Hitler. He would, listen to this, quote, he would praise Hitler by saying how incredible it was that he was able to accumulate so much power, and would talk about all the great things that he and the Nazi Party achieved for the German people. The executive with Kanye's organization left, had some kind of a settlement with Kanye West, I guess probably signed the non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality, and certainly that's out of the bag now. But the individual also claimed that they were a subject of harassment while working for Kanye West. The former executive did not want to be named due to the confidentiality agreement, but duh, they're going to know exactly who it is. And this person feared retribution by Kanye West. Okay, how many executives left Kanye West's organization because they were harassed or were upset by all the Hitler stuff?
Wow.
Now, according to the agreement, West denied the executive's allegation. And a lot of times that's the case. Okay, you're making a claim, you're making a serious allegation. Okay, we're going to come up with a nice exit package, and here's some money to go away, but also sign this that says that we're not guilty of anything. I mean, that's pretty common, to protect themselves legally. The executive told CNN that West spoke openly about reading Mein Kampf, which is the 1925 autobiographical, I should say, manifesto of Adolf Hitler. And that Kanye West expressed his admiration for the Nazis and Hitler.
What?
You got to be kidding me. And this was apparently in a TMZ interview when Kanye went there in 2018, and TMZ made all of that disappear. Which now this is going to put TMZ under the spotlight. They already screwed up that Jerry Lee Lewis death thing the other day where they fell for some prankster.
All right, these are apples and oranges, these two. It's just a little bit of bad news.
What I'm saying is there are a couple of days of bad TMZ news here.
Right.
And wait a minute, it gets worse. Apparently, the executive said that Kanye West originally wanted to title his 2018 album Hitler.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, what? In 2018, Kanye West's album, which ultimately was named Ye, Y-E, that Kanye was adamant that he wanted to name the album Hitler. And his people, his executives, people on his staff, the record company, like, you can't name the album Hitler. And at the last minute, he was finally pressured into not naming his album Hitler and to name it Ye.
Whoa.
I mean, this is crazy. All right, listen to this. This dude's name is Van Lathan Jr., and he's on, I guess this is his podcast called the Higher Learning Podcast.
Okay.
This is what he revealed on the podcast.
He said something like, I love Hitler, I love Nazis, something to that effect when he was there. And they took it out of the interview. One of the producers at TMZ actually stood up and said, I'm Jewish, and that is offensive to me, what you just said.
Is that unbelievable?
Wow.
I mean, a love of Hitler and Nazis and fascinated and praising and wanted to name his album Hitler? What is wrong with this guy?
Creepy.
I mean, don't you know that you shouldn't name your latest album Hitler?
He just wants to be as shocking as possible. That's his thing.
Just announced his new album's going to be called Dahmer.
That's significantly less offensive.
Yeah.
That would be correct.
That's about as offensive as it gets, the one he wanted to do.
And then what is he saying now? He posted on Instagram yesterday, love speech. I lost $2 billion in one day. I'm still alive.
Okay.
Again, Froggy, I was thinking it the other day. You actually said it first. And you asked whether Kanye's gonna, take a leap off some building or something. Whether he's in danger of checking himself out.
I think he might. I think he might be so crazy that he'll not do that, and he'll be okay, and just
recover, just bounce back.
Just bounce back, not bounce back from this, but he'll just wither away.
And what about TMZ? What about the fact that TMZ apparently covered this up, this Hitler Nazi stuff? You want to talk about a gossipy, gooey scoop for TMZ.com? Kanye West loves Hitler, or can you? And
Harvey Levin's a Jewish man.
He is. Harvey Levin, who was one of the founders at TMZ, is Jewish. Yeah.
So, jeez.
How about all of our crank calls to TMZ yesterday at the end of the show? Are we now broiled in this as well?
No, they didn't bite on any of our hot tips.
Did you say broiled?
I think it sounds better than embroiled.
I'm broiled like a cod fillet in butter and lemon and some parsley on top.
That is good.
I don't think we're embroiled in this controversy, no. But, man, it just gets crazier and crazier. I mean, he showed up at the Skechers headquarters, and then Skechers is freaking out. They're like, oh, my God, we don't want to be associated with this guy. We didn't invite him. He showed up uninvited. Skechers,
The poor people at Skechers, they're sitting here. What can we do to trend on social media? Then he walks in the front door. Just get out.
And then that Kanye West audio of him, before Adidas dropped him, before Adidas canceled their $2 billion a year deal.
The thing about it, me and Adidas, is I could literally say anti-Semitic and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
Well, I mean, how creepy and condescending was that? It was like a total dare. That was like a poke in the chest. And then finally on Kanye, before we move on, he has this academy. He started this school called the Donda Academy. It's named after his mother, Donda.
Yes.
Didn't she die in a plastic surgery recovery mishap or something?
She's getting a few things done, right?
Yeah.
Like
stomach
stapling.
I think she had a lot of things done at
Multiple
once.
things, yeah.
Yeah. So he started this school, and I believe parents pay $15,000 a year in tuition for this Kanye West school that he started. And then there was a notice that went out to all the parents that effective immediately the school's closing. Over, done. End of October, kids are in school, boom, school's closed, find another place. But then I saw a story that, nope, just kidding, school's open. Do we know what is going on here? Is the school open or closed?
Is it even a real school?
Who pays $15,000 to Kanye?
Yeah.
What is he teaching? World War II history?
This can't be real.
A lot of emphasis on Hitler and the Nazis.
All right.
Apparently. But, I mean, the story with Kanye just gets nuttier and nuttier. I'm still can't get over the fact that he wanted to name an album Hitler, and that the folks at Def Jam and all of his staff had to say, dude, this is not cool. Oh, and then also, one more thing. This is floating around, and Fester, you say this is not real, that this is a made-up meme?
So I was shown this by one of our listeners, and they said they saw it on Adidas's Twitter page. I looked through their Twitter page. They did not post this. I don't know how real it is, but it is hysterical.
Somebody put out a graphic, and it has the word buy, B-Y-E, and the B is like a gray, and the Y-E in buy is in black. So to make it stand out, and of course, buy, B-Y-E, the last two letters are Y-E, or yay, as in Kanye, and then it has the Adidas logo underneath, almost like Adidas put this out.
You can't have buy without yay.
Like an Adidas ad with buy, and this is not real, it's fake, correct?
It's funny is what it is. It's right.
It's clever. And now what? Kanye's taunting Adidas, and I can't keep track of this stuff.
It's too much. Maybe he's going to be like Howard Hughes and just go into a room for 10 years.
The latest is that TJ Maxx has now pulled the Kanye West stuff off the shelf, the Ye stuff.
Hold on, you could buy Ye stuff at TJ Maxx?
I didn't know that.
I thought you got the Max for the minimum at TJ Maxx.
Whoa.
And Marshalls. Isn't that the same company, TJ Maxx and Marshalls?
Yes.
Yeah,
so don't you confuse them with Ross.
Or Bell's.
Thank you,
Just for less. Or Ross, the Florida, or Bell's, the Florida store.
All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The latest on the whole Kanye mess, and now TMZ has got some splaining to do. And last I saw, TMZ was silent on this. As of late last night, TMZ had not responded at all on their website, which I think I want to know what they're going to say. All right, I was made aware of this. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the MJ Morning Show at 7:52. Sheriff Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff is going to join us in about 7 minutes, around 8 o'clock, with some Halloween safety stuff and something that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office did yesterday. And I think it's very important, especially with Halloween coming up on Monday. So if you're a parent, you got kids, you're going to want to hear what the sheriff has to say and exactly what they did around Hillsborough County yesterday. So I was made aware of this from an MJ Morning Show listener. And sure enough, I went on to eBay and I saw a couple. Now, I don't know if they get taken down, but I did see a couple of these. MJ, I got this is from an email. And again, folks, we love getting your email. I get material. I get great ideas. I get news, gossip, info. When you've got something you want to tell me and you don't want to call the show or text us, you can just email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com. That's mj@mjmorningshow.com. And that's my private email. I'm the only one that sees it. The email says, hey, MJ, I listen to the show, and I know you talk about interesting topics, and you like busting people, especially when people do the dumbest thing. So here goes. This may be a little thing, but it's becoming a big thing that I'm noticing around the Bay Area. Seems that everyone now has a handicap parking tag. Okay, no, wait. I did a little sleuthing. As it turns out, everyone is not handicapped, and it seems that if you have a handicap tag in the state of Florida, you will not be towed.
What?
So if you have a handicap, is this a state law? I didn't check out the law.
I don't know that you want to be busted for towing handicapped people. You don't know whose car it is.
Right.
But apparently this emailer is saying that if you have a handicap tag, like a placard hanging or maybe even a handicap license plate, that you won't be towed. But that's not what the email is about. He says that there are tons of people that are borrowing handicap tags that he knows, as well as the ability to buy handicap tags on the black market. He said, yes, I saw it myself. I didn't even think that there were people low enough to do this, but it exists on eBay. People will purchase these handicap tags online to avoid being towed and to cheat the system and park in handicap spots. Then he says something about a gentleman was towed. I'm sure there are dozens of these floating. Anyway, he sends a picture. So he sends me an image of a handicap tag. And so I went on eBay, and I saw they've got a bunch of like handicap placard holders. But no. I saw, and this is 2 days ago, I saw two actual real handicap tags with like the serial number, the whole shebang, being sold on eBay. And he's making the claim that people are buying these things either on eBay or there's another black market out there, that if you have it, first of all, you can park close to places, or if you're in an event, you've got handicap parking that's available, or that you will not get towed. He says that if you have a handicap tag or a plaque, you're not going to get towed. But did you know there was a black market for these handicap tags?
I believe it.
The state of Florida, the way ours works, isn't it registered through the DMV or something?
Yeah, I believe so. You know what? If anyone wants to shed some light on this, now this came from, I said he, I think it's a she, Chastity. So first name Chastity, Chasity. So thank you, Chastity, for
it could be a guy. Just call me Chaz. Don't call me Chaz.
Sounds like a female. But if anyone listening is aware of the black market for handicap tags so people can cheat the system when they're able-bodied, if anyone has any insight, or have you been a scoundrel and purchased a black market handicap tag? Have you purchased one on eBay? Do you know anyone that peddles? And hey, Need a handicap tag? Yeah.
A bunch of coat, just a bunch of tags.
All right, here's the number. I got to take a couple of quick calls. If we're going to take calls, we got to do this fast because I got the sheriff coming up in a few minutes. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Oh, and right after the sheriff, you're not going to believe the audio bite that we have from Matthew Perry, from Chandler Bing from Friends. He makes, like, when you write a memoir, and he's got this whole autobiography coming out next week, and that's why he's getting a ton of press everywhere. These days, you got to drop some shocking stuff in the autobiography, or else you're not going to get a big advance. The publishing company's not going to be interested. So you got to, put out some little salacious information.
Yeah.
You're not going to believe it. This is crazy. He's done an interview with Diane Sawyer to plug the book. You're not going to believe one of the things that he's fessing up to. This is insane, and it's coming up in just a few minutes, so don't move. You got to hear this. Let me go to phone. Look, every line is jammed. Every phone line is jammed here. All right, Fessa, bring up the screener. Let me grab the first call, and we've got, what is it, H? All right, H in Tampa.
Anonymous.
Now it says anonymous.
He was in the middle of typing it.
Hey, anonymous, you're on the MJ Morning Show. What do you want to say about these black market handicap tags?
Well, I'm not going to talk about the black market. I'm going to tell you about the real ones. My mom is a handicap. My mother-in-law and me. We went to get the tags this year. We got 2 per person. I got 2. We got 6 handicaps. We only need 3.
Oh my!
So I got 3 extra ones with all the paperwork from the DMV. That I don't know what to do. I could give away, I could throw away, whatever. I don't need so many.
My God, how do you end up with 6?
I don't know. They give it.
Well, apparently some of these things are ending up on eBay and people are selling them.
I get because they gave me 2. They gave my wife 2 for her mom, and they gave me 2 for my mom.
That's crazy.
We got 6 cards.
Can we get 2 of them?
Froggy, no, stop it. Stop it. Hey, Anonymous, thanks for the call. Listen, we're getting some insight here. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you listening. Liz is in Newport Richie. Liz, MJ Morning Show, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, you work for DMV.
Yes, I do. And when somebody comes in with a doctor's note, they are allowed to get up to 2, but they are attached to your either driver's license or your IDs.
All right, so what about this black market? What about these being sold on eBay and people that don't deserve or don't qualify for handicap tags taken? And is it true that they don't tow cars even if they're illegally parked with a handicap tag?
That I don't know about the towing of the cars, but if a cop looks up the handicap placard number, they can see the name of the person that it's attached to.
Gotcha. Hey, thanks for the call. Let me grab, is it Lori in Lakeland? Lori, MJ Morning Show. Hi, welcome. You're up.
Hi. Oh, yes, they do. They look up that number in that placard, and if you're not with that actual car and it's parked in a handicap, oh, yes, you do. You get written up. I was in Walmart parking lot, had a sheriff in Polk County come up, look at my my husband was in the store. I was waiting for him, and I was going to get a ticket if he wasn't present with me.
Wow, look at this. Hey, the sheriff's on hold, so we can even ask him about this. Sheriff, hang on. I'll be right there. Quickly, Vaughn is in Tampa. Vaughn, go ahead. MJ Morning Show.
Hello, MJ. Hey, great show. My wife's handicapped. She had polio as a child, and we have a license plate on her car and 2 plackets. And I've got one in my truck, and I never use it unless she's in there. I think it is so rude and hateful.
Look at that. I mean, that's the right, Vaughn, that's the right thing to do, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, let me grab Anonymous in St. Pete. Anonymous, MJ Morning Show, hi.
How you doing?
All right, quickly, I got the sheriff holding.
Yeah, well, the thing is that you can use one if the person's in your car, because I have one that was left in my car, and every blue moon I use it.
Right, so if you have a handicapped person with you, you can use it to assist them. I got it. Thank you. All right, last call, then we go to the sheriff. Keith is in Dunedin. Hello, Keith, MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, MJ. Hey, real quick, I know in Pinellas County, it is not a regular officer. It is the community service officer, and mine has been checked multiple times in only a Lowe's parking lot. So, yes, they verify and do check them.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Last call, Wrecker Rodney, our resident tow truck guy. Wrecker Rodney. Hey, Rodney, are you able to tow a car that has a handicap placard or license plate if they're parked illegally?
110%. I will yank it in a New York minute.
I'll yank it in a...
Yeah.
Wow.
I think,
And those plate readers let us know if that handicap sticker is attached to that vehicle and or the person that runs that vehicle. And if they're not there, I'm taking it.
All right. Thank you. That's Wrecker Rodney.
Yeah, I think, MJ, maybe it's more of a, some tow truck companies don't want to be associated with boosting handicapped people's cars.
Well, listen, I've got the sheriff on hold here.
Yeah.
Sheriff Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. I've got you calling in on the Halloween deal, but Sheriff, let me fill you in. By the way, Sheriff, welcome back to the MJ Morning Show.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
All right, so I got an email from a listener, and they're talking about the black market for handicap tags, and that there are people fraudulently parking in handicap places, and they're even selling handicap tags on eBay.
These people who try to take advantage of the system, it never ceases to surprise me.
Oh, Sheriff, hang on a second. I got to give away the Rock the Cash box word here. All right, quickly. This hour's word is gold, G-O-L-D. So this hour's Rock the Cash box word is gold, G-O-L-D. Text that nationwide to 45911 before quarter after. You get a shot at $1,000, or you can enter it on Q105, the app, or enter it at myQ105.com. So good luck. Yes, Sheriff, the phones just blew up. And, people responding to, the improper use of the handicap tags.
Yeah, we monitored heavily here too, because there are people who take advantage of it. There's people who grab it from their grandparents' car, or someone who may have a disability in their family, and they use it so they can park closer to the store. So we absolutely monitor it. Now, I think it's a stretch to not take the extra step to confirm, hey, the person that's disabled is inside the store. I would hope and pray that my deputies would use a little discretion and confirm that, hey, there is someone actually disabled in that vehicle, or that vehicle was used to transport that person, and not issue some expensive citation.
Makes sense to me. All right, Sheriff, the reason why I want to have you on, folks, it's Chad Chronister, Hillsborough County Sheriff. Now, explain, yesterday you guys did a public event, some media invited, and this was to call attention to registered sex offenders and Halloween. Explain what you guys did.
Yeah, all the sexual predators and offenders that are in Hillsborough County, there's 1,221 of them. They're going to get a personal visit from one of our deputy sheriffs, reminding them that because of their actions and their convictions, they forfeited their ability to participate in Halloween. So we go out and remind them. We go out and remind them that there is no Halloween for them. Keep the lights off. There's no costumes. There's no handing out candy. Nothing that would be even construed as enticing a child to their home.
So the warning is going to all registered sex offenders, and you're saying there's 1,221 in Hillsborough County.
There is.
And you're going to have deputies visit each and every one of their addresses.
Yes, we've been working the last 3 days. It'll continue through today, even until tomorrow, as we approach Halloween, because I don't want any excuse, we didn't know. And I tell you what, I'm glad we went. We went to one, and it's an adult son who lives with his parents, and his parents had no idea. And I was able to talk to them. Hey, listen, because he lives in your home, you have to abide by the same conditions of his release, which means no Halloween. Matter of fact, can I make a recommendation? Please put a sign out there. No Halloween, no candy, and post it to your front door.
What happens when a sex offender moves? I'm sure there's a law that they have to update the address, but have you sent deputies to any homes where the sex offender wasn't there and you didn't have a new address?
That's a great question, and absolutely. They have so many days to register as a sex offender when they move their address, and we monitor that, and that's a violation. Matter of fact, that's a felony charge, and they're sitting in jail with no bond until they can explain to the judge why they moved their address, and we have to know where they're at.
Do you know how many more they have to visit? How many have been hit so far, and how many more over the next couple of days before Halloween?
Yeah, they probably have half of it done today and tomorrow they'll get the other half done. And the reason being is not everyone's home when they go there. They're out running errands or they're at work, and if they can't get a hold of them there, so sometimes it requires a second or third visit. So they have a lot of work to do, and I have to tell you, they've violated some individuals already. We work closely with the Department of Corrections, and we go out there. We found a couple who weren't part of their conditions of the release were they're not allowed to have access to the internet, and we determined that they did. Well, we all know that you can easily prey on a child just as quickly on the internet as in person. So we violated them and took them into custody. So we've already arrested several, almost two dozen individuals for technical violations of their probation, nothing to do with Halloween.
All right, and before I let you roll, I think it's a great thing, and thank you so much for this public service, and I think it's important for parents to know that you have some bad people potentially in your neighborhood, and Sheriff, people can go online. They can, in most counties or in the state of Florida, you can do a search online to see if there are sexual predators in your neighborhood.
100% take advantage of this resource. The Florida Department of Law Enforcement has an easy, accessible dashboard. You go to their website, you put in your zip code, put in right there your zip code, your address, and it'll show you all the sex offenders and how distant or how far they live from your home. Listen, knowledge is power. Yep. We have to protect our children. Make sure you know where these individuals are located.
And last thing, I'm piling all kinds of stuff here. Oh, Roxanne, you have a question.
Unrelated to Halloween, Sheriff, I saw on your IG that you were pulling someone over. Maybe it was yesterday. And so what is their expression when you walk up to the window and they're like, oh, I'm in big trouble now. Look who it is.
And that happens sometimes. You know what? The guy was aggressively driving. It was on the crosstown. And I'm like, he's going to get himself injured or killed. And after talking with them, it is funny when you walk up there like, Sheriff Crowdester, I recognize you from TV or something else. And then it really turns, I guess, entertaining when, hey, listen, thank you. Is there any way I could get a picture real quick before I leave? Taking a picture. But
First of all, you get pulled over by the sheriff of Hillsborough County, and then they ask to take a selfie with you?
Yeah, then at the end they want to get a picture. So yes, it's quite entertaining.
Did you cite him or did you just give him a warning?
I gave this one a warning, but I'm not above issuing a citation. It depended on how egregious it is. This one wasn't as bad, but I've had people, you guys will laugh at this. I'm on the interstate, and I'm already going a little above the speed limit, going to where we are. Man, listen, I'm just like everybody else, right? But I got a guy behind me. I see him in and out of traffic, and he's flashing his high beams like, hey, listen, get out of the way. So then he's riding my rear end. I'm like, this guy's going to push my car out of the way. So obviously that education probably stung a little more when he got his citation.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
It's a bad day when you're tailgating and driving aggressively and about to ram into the sheriff of Hillsborough County. Not a good thing. Hey, listen, maybe we'll do some traffic stops. I know you invited me to do a ride along with you, so I look forward to that.
Yes, please. I look forward to that too.
All right. Oh, and last thing here. The Bucks played the Ravens last night, and obviously the Bucks lost to the Ravens. What was the final score? 27-22. Things not looking good for the Bucks, but with the Ravens, it reminded me you guys just hired a new deputy that used to play for the Ravens.
We did, and he's an incredible deputy. I bet you we have 5 or 6 deputies out of the 4,000 of us that played professional sports, and even more, probably triple that have played in college and didn't end up going to the NFL. Professional athletes, I think it's an easy transition, MJ, because they're used to that team environment and accomplishing things as a team. So it's an easy transition. But yeah, we welcome him with open arms. It's he can certainly take care of any type of business he needs to.
Now he's a big dude. It's Deputy Marcus Applefield. Is that correct?
Yes. Again, great addition to the agency.
And I'm just reading his bio here, and he was a standout football player at Weeki Wachee High School, and his football career was, I guess, he had a physical challenge, and he stopped playing NFL football. And did I see he got his master's degree and?
Did, highly educated, and ended up getting injured. And unfortunately, that injury prohibited him from playing football and having a career in football. But it didn't stop him from being an agent of change and coming to have a career of public service. And I tell you what, I'm very grateful to welcome him into the office.
Right. So he was just sworn in. What district is he in?
I believe he's in District 1. He's in the USF area. So
Wow.
maybe when we go do a ride-along, we'll make sure he's working. We'll go pay a visit.
All right, Sheriff Cronister, great to have you on, and thank all your deputies for going out and visiting these sex offender houses and tell them to stay away from the kids on Halloween.
I will, everyone. And hey, listen, one more shout-out, if I may. Halloween candy safety, I can't say it enough. If you don't recognize that brand name or recognize the name of that candy or it's homemade, please, as parents, we have to be the protectors. A child just wants as much candy as they can get. It's a competition. Please, as parents, we have to be the protectors. Chuck it out. Let's keep our kids safe this Halloween.
Sounds great. Sheriff Chad Cronister, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff, thanks for coming on again.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
All right, bye-bye.
You too.
So I'm looking at the picture of this Marcus Apple.
Applefield? Yeah, he's a big dude.
He dwarfs Sheriff Cronister's an average-sized man, a large man.
Oh, yeah.
But this deputy dwarfs the sheriff. He's incredible.
Yeah, if I stand next to this guy, I'm going to look like a little Halloween candy corn. This guy's huge. Guy's huge.
Nobody's going to give this officer any beef.
All right, speaking of Halloween candy, there's something else. There's like this controversial theory on your kids and candy, and I'll get into that in a bit. First, though, I want to talk about the Matthew Perry situation, and we've got numerous sound bites. I think it runs on ABC tonight, and I got some preview audio. Diane Sawyer interviews Matthew Perry. Chandler Bing on Friends. Hey, Andrew, do you have the Friends theme lying around there somewhere? Yeah, bring that up. Give me some Friends music. We'll close the whole segment out with that. But there are audio bites because Diane Sawyer interviewed Matthew Perry because he's got this new autobiography coming out, a memoir called Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. And some of the excerpts have come out. You know, one of the things that came out is he once said something to the effect that, you know, River Phoenix and Heath Ledger die, but Keanu Reeves still walks among us?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is your boy.
What the?
Keanu Reeves is a beloved at this point.
So Chandler Bing, Matthew Perry's like wishing death on Keanu Reeves before River Phoenix or Heath Ledger?
He must have got a backlash for that.
Yeah, I got to say.
People love him.
Every story I've ever seen of Keanu Reeves is that he's a really great guy.
Yeah, like incredibly like.
Hey, we met him.
You know him.
I don't know him. I met him in 1995. He took a picture with Michelle holding our Jack Russell at the time, Little Scarlet, and Keanu Reeves tried to get Michelle to give him our brand new puppy that we had for like a month.
The dog would have had a better life living with Keanu.
You know, that picture is on my phone. I think I posted it on Instagram a long time ago. If I can find it, I will repost that photo on my Instagram later on today. Certified MJ Radio. Give me a follow. Certified MJ Radio. All right. Back to Matthew Perry. The audio bites are crazy. And there's one in particular that I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And when they write these books, you know, the publishers these days, you know, the bar keeps getting higher and higher for people being shocked. And publishing companies are not going to give you a schnitload of money unless you're going to have some really interesting revelations. And I'll tell you what, apparently one of these revelations, man, it caught my attention, snapped my neck around. A couple of sound bites from Matthew Perry. And, you know, one of the things as far as talking about his drug addiction, and we mentioned this yesterday, that he apparently was taking like 55 Vicodin a day.
That seems kind of outrageous, doesn't it?
50? I mean, we were shocked yesterday. 55 Vicodin a day.
I've heard of people taking 30 plus a day.
55.
Yeah.
All right, listen to this.
It means that I've developed some safety nets around this. You know, for some reason, it's obviously because I was on Friends, more people will listen to me. So I've got to take advantage of that. I've got to help as many people as I can.
So now he's saying that he wants to help people out. He sounds a little weird, doesn't he?
Well,
Does he have teeth?
He sounds like he's had a lifetime of drug abuse is what he sounds like.
He sounds like he has really bad cotton mouth.
He doesn't look like he has teeth. Does he have teeth?
Maybe. Here he's talking about a hospital stay.
He was in a coma for 14 days.
As he heals from all he's been through, there's still wear and tear on his voice and speech, and the scars on his body like a warrior back from battle.
I was in that hospital for 5 months and, escaped death really narrowly.
Perry says he's proof that addiction can enter any home, any heart.
So his voice is affected from all the drugs?
That must be it.
Told you. Sounds like an old addict.
I still haven't gotten to the audio bite that you got to hear. It's crazy. I'm like, what the? Are you kidding me? He did this? Hang on. One more before that. And this is him talking about first time drinking.
I'd never drank before, and I just sort of drank this entire bottle of what was called Anwar's Baby Duck. That was the name of the wine. And I lay in the grass and just was in heaven. And I thought to myself, this must be the way that normal people feel all the time.
And that's his experience with drinking a whole, what was it, Anwar's Baby Duck? I never heard of that brand of wine.
I'll eat a baby duck. I got no problem with that.
Tell you what, I got to get over to China Yuan and get one of Peter's amazing crispy Peking ducks.
Yes.
We got to do that. You know what? We ought to do a morning show. You guys want to do a Chinese morning show dinner?
Can you just give us gift certificates so we could go by ourselves?
Fester.
I mean, can you give me like a $60 gift certificate to his place?
geez.
I'd love to go, but not with you.
Fester, you've been there like 3 or 4 times with us over the years.
I know. I speak from firsthand experience.
All right, great. You ready for the craziest of Matthew Perry sound bites? So I think this runs. Hey, do me a favor. Go to the ABC page.
Okay.
Yeah, bring up the lineup for ABC television. I think it's tonight that Diane Sawyer interviews Matthew Perry. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like playing like a Casey Kasem, and now we're up to number 1. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem, and now we're up to number 1 on the addiction countdown. This is insane. You're going to be, what? Matthew Perry made this confession about what he did when he was addicted to pills. Listen to this.
I guess the weirdest thing I did was on Sundays, I would go to open houses and go to the bathrooms in the open house and see what pills they had in there and steal them. And I think they thought, well, there's no way that Chandler came in and stole from us.
He would go
Oh my God. I've never heard of that.
Exactly. He would go. I mean, this just opens up a what? He would go to real estate open houses. You know, when you have homes for sale and you see the open house sign jammed in the side of the road, and the real estate agent that's selling the house, they've got an open house that people can walk through on a Saturday or Sunday. He confessed. This is the guy from Friends. This is one of the most successful TV shows of all time. Matthew Perry, Chandler Bing. And he would go to open houses, in California? And then he'd walk, Matthew Perry from Friends. And then he'd walk into the bathroom, go into their drawers and medicine cabinets to see what pills they had. And he would steal their pills I'm looking for painkillers like Oxys and Vicodin or, what. I don't know if Oxys I don't know if the Sackler family had flooded the market with Oxys.
Sure. Oxy's been around for a long
What,
time.
90, this would have been like 95,
Mid-
96, 97, 98, 90.
That's when they started getting their hooks into people.
All right.
MJ, so you have a 1,400 square foot house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Yeah.
And in walks the star of the most popular show on TV. You think he's really buying your place? How crazy is that? $200,000 house. Chandler walks in who makes, $8 million an episode. Oh, I really love what you did with the place.
Can I check out the bathroom?
Okay. Where's the bathroom? Okay.
But why are you saying that he only went to 1,400
Well, he's
square
just saying
foot
a small
homes in
house.
in Woodland Hills?
Fine.
Or,
He went to a mansion every other weekend.
He drove out to Rancho Cucamonga.
I don't know that he was terribly particular. Can you just imagine having an open? It sounds like he's been to 50 or 100 houses.
Yeah.
You're just trying to sell your house?
Wow. Yeah, Andrew.
Do those mansions have open houses?
You probably have to book them with a real estate
All right,
agent.
Now,
yeah.
All right, now here's the deal. If you've got a really high-end expensive house, typically they don't have an open house. those are by appointment only. And
you got to get pre-financed, which he would pass for that.
a lot of times there's pre-qualification. The real estate agent on a lot of high-end properties, you got to pre-qualify, and they got to make sure you're not some looky-loo that just wants to, kick tires and kill some time.
I'm just trying to make a joke about a 1,200 square foot house and Chandler Bing walking in.
You said 14.
Well, whatever.
It's a funny image, but that is exactly what people who are addicted to pain pills do. They go into other people's medicine cabinets and steal and pilfer.
That must be a trick for a pill hedge,
It is.
a little secret.
The open
never
house
heard of that
is a
before.
new thing. Yeah.
I want to hear it again. Here's the soundbite one more time.
I guess the weirdest thing I did was on Sundays I would go to open houses and go to the bathrooms in the open house and see what pills they had in there and steal them. And I think they thought, well, there's no way that Chandler came in and stole from us.
I mean, crap that you never even thought of.
Now, J.J. Walker.
I mean, that's a different story. Dynamite!
This bathroom's dynamite!
The theme of this show today is security breach because now Chandler's given addicts ideas.
Why do pills make him talk like that, though? How does
it ruins his vocal cords, I think she said.
Hey, Fester, I'm calling Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo. I didn't tell him I was going to call.
All right.
Pick up Hot 2 and see if he picks up. Because, Andrew Duncan's been in real estate for a long time. I wonder if he's ever heard of this. And if he doesn't pick up, I'll send him a text.
Hey, Andrew.
You got him?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
Got to talk to him live. Let's go.
Hey, great, brother. Listen, can MJ talk to you real fast? Hold on. Okay, go ahead. All right, pick him up.
Hey, dude, Andrew, welcome back.
Hey, how's it going?
Andrew Duncan, Duncan Duo. I don't know if you're listening to the show, but I want to play this audio bite for you. So the TV show Friends and Chandler Bing, played by Matthew Perry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the confession that he made about what he did in open houses?
I did not. No, I haven't heard this.
All right, let me make sure you can hear this down the line. Let me play this one more time. Okay. So he's got this memoir coming out. He's being interviewed by Diane Sawyer. They released a couple of preview clips, and this is a confession that he made. Listen, he went to open houses.
I guess the weirdest thing I did was on Sundays I would go to open houses and go to the bathrooms in the open house and see what pills they had in there and steal them. And I think they thought, well, there's no way that Chandler came in and stole from us.
Did you hear that he would go to open houses? A TV star would go to open houses and then go into the bathrooms and go through their medicine cabinets to steal.
Crazy.
Oh, my God.
So here's the even crazier part. That's not the first time I've experienced someone doing that.
Yeah, and listen, that's why we're calling you. Does this happen? You in real estate, folks, it's Andrew Duncan, DuncanDuo.com, the biggest real estate operation in the Tampa Bay area, over $3 billion sold. All right, so what have you experienced?
So, the tough part about open houses, it's a great thing to get traffic for your clients. And I think as time has gone on, they're not as effective as they used to be simply because you can't control who comes and goes. And you just get people that will show up that aren't really qualified. We do everything we can to try and prevent that, but it's just impossible. If you're one or two people at an open house and two or three groups come at one time, you can't really kind of, stay with people. So we always advise people, hide stuff that's valuable, put it in a safe, move your medicine. Because we've experienced people, obviously going through cabinets, medicine comes up missing. I've had people.
It was Matthew Perry. He was at one of your open houses.
I mean, I just said it. We've had people call and complain that their weed is missing. These are people with cards, like legal. They're they're doing it legally. But yeah, so it definitely happens. The tough part is that you do everything you can to secure it. But
the open house we had, somebody stole my stash.
Yeah, we have, unfortunately, and that's the downside of, when you put your house on the market, you do have to deal with some of those things. Unfortunately, we do everything we can to screen people, but at open houses, multiple people can come in at once. Sometimes agents that show homes don't do the greatest job of making sure where the client is or isn't going. So we're always advising people, make sure that you're putting away your private belongings, your valuables, protect your house. Truthfully though, it happens a lot less today than it did, years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Simply because so many houses have cameras now.
Well, there you have it. What's the biggest item that somebody tried to steal from open house?
You know what? Honestly, it was probably exactly that. It's got to be something small because again.
All right, so no one's tried to walk out with like furniture or a TV set.
No, I've never had anything like that happen. I've never had a house robbed or anything like that. It's always been something small, and a lot of the times it's funny. The client will call and think that something happened, and then a week or two later they're like, "Oh, I found it. It was under here, and I must have misplaced it." And they thought someone took it, didn't. But in one instance, we did have somebody who had their little prescription pill went missing, and they never found it, and they were convinced someone did it at an open house.
Wow. All right, Andrew Duncan Duo. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
You too. Man, that is a nutso soundbite.
That's just an angle I've never heard of.
Well, because you're not a raging addict.
I could see Froggy stealing somebody's weed, though, in an open house.
Oh, my. Probably.
Yeah,
I never.
This is illegal.
Never.
Quite possibly.
I tell you, that is much better than my bathroom open house story.
Hey, I want to play a sound effect for you guys, and I want you to tell me.
Which I won't get to now.
Can you say that?
I said his story is much better than my bathroom open house story.
You've told that story.
That you just ignored.
Yeah, like a year and a half ago. We have new listeners, We're funny every day.
Fester went to an open house, has to do a number 2, but then apparently the water was shut off and couldn't flush it.
It wasn't just a number 2. It was the end-all number 2 of number 2s. It was
I've never heard this story. I must have blocked it out.
So we were at the new development. It wasn't like somebody's existing house. It was like a model home.
Oh, that's right. You were a model.
It was a model home. It was like it was a couple years back. It was in a
Where
West
was
Chase,
it?
It was in a West Chase development. It was one of those little enclaves.
Like an MI Homes deal?
Something like that. There's
U.S. Homes?
There's the person up at the front. Would you like to sign in? Would you like a cookie? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. I said,
I just want to use your crapper.
I find the master bath and nobody else is in there.
Hey,
I lock
bleepers full.
Where's the commode in this dungeon?
But I just
your cousin Eddie. Hey, you work in the RV business too.
I destroy it. I ruined whoever lives in this house right now. It has never been the same. And you just have that little metal clink, 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 clink.
So you go to flush. You go to flush in the West Chase open house, the model home, and there's no water in there after you just.
There's no water in the. There was water in the bowl. There's no water in the top tank.
I hope you didn't eat any of the free deviled eggs before.
Oh my God!
So anyway,
that's Fester. Roxanne, why are you being so quiet over there?
Oh,
it's probably your house.
Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to play a sound for you. I want you to tell me what this is, and I might have to call Michelle because, what is this?
Annoying.
By the way, this goes on for another 2 minutes, but I'm not going to play all of it. Any idea what that might be, and why am I talking about this?
Some moron
a doorbell.
Some moron parked on your street or
Hold
something.
on, did you say what? A doorbell?
I mean, it's obviously a car horn. What else could it be?
Oh, I thought you were being serious.
I'm being facetious.
Hey, you kind of pronounced the word somewhat correctly.
Sweet.
My neighbor across the street last night at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I don't know what the heck was going on, but there was an SUV in their driveway all night long, like every 5 or 6 minutes. Some alarm going off. The car security system, the horn was just honking all night long. I'm like, what is going on here? And I wanted to go out with a sledgehammer.
I bet.
I wonder if maybe somebody fell asleep with the keys in their pocket, and every time they roll over, they hit it or something. I mean, what's the other explanation?
Now, I sent a text to my neighbor, and this text was at 2 in the morning. Then I sent another text at 3:13. I sent another text at 4:05, and then I sent the last text during the show. I was already here, and during a break, I sent the last text at 6:53 this morning, and the text essentially says, I don't know if you guys are home, but a car horn is going off in your driveway all night long. They have not responded to me. So my neighbor, I don't know whether they're dead inside or I don't know whether they're out of town. And I don't know if that's like some like house sitter car or somebody just parked there. I don't know what's going on. But can you imagine all night long, my neighbor's house? I mean, my God.
How mad were you?
I was.
I would imagine you're pretty mad.
I was about to go get some of that gasoline that I had stored up for the hurricane, but I've already used all 41 gallons of gasoline.
Really?
Yeah, I've already used all 41 gallons that I stored up for the generator in the event that we needed it for Hurricane Ian.
Well, guess what? Hurricane season isn't over until November 30th, so you probably jinxed us.
I didn't jinx
Yes,
it.
by MJ using the gasoline in his garage, the whole community is jinxed. Yes.
But hang on, let me get Michelle on the phone here. I mean, it was just the worst. And then we were staying at a bed and breakfast years ago in Aspen, and it was summertime, or maybe it was winter. You know, it might have been winter.
Hello?
Hey, Michelle.
Yes.
Can I play something for you real quick?
No. Goodbye.
Hey, Michelle. All right. What
if you're going to play that, then you got to play the other thing that was going along with it.
What was that?
The dogs barking.
Oh, yeah. And that's right. Our dogs, with the horn going off, our dogs wouldn't stop barking. So the neighbor's car alarm, or whatever the hell it was, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and the dogs, every time the alarm would go off, our dogs would start barking.
How do you not have that car towed? Just take it out of his yard.
But Michelle, they might.
Yep, that's Scout.
So for the neighbor not
Scout
to...
plus 112 pounds.
Michelle, you have to go knock on the door and make sure the neighbors are okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're not responding to that text, and if they didn't get that, if they didn't wake up from that beeping of the horn consistently, they might,
They might have been carbon monoxide poisoned or something.
Or they had like a stroke and they're trying to alert somebody.
Or it's the car in the driveway.
Maybe they have the keys there and that's the only thing they can read.
Maybe
like a life alert buzzer?
Yes.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I don't have a life alert, but I have an expensive car with a horn. Hey, nobody's coming.
Michelle, I sent them 4 texts now and they haven't responded. So I wonder if they're out of town and somebody parked the car there, or
you got to do a wellness check.
Because it went off when
But I think it cycled. It finally, then it would start again. So it would go off, and then it would start again and again and again.
Yeah, it stopped because the battery's dead. Okay, do a wellness check.
you know what? They might be out of town. You're right.
But there's just a car in their driveway, and it was just the most annoying freaking thing in the world. All right, Michelle. Anything else? Anything else you need me for? Anything else you want to blast all over the airwaves in Tampa Bay before I cut you loose?
No, I'll see you soon.
Oh, baby. It's Friday. Friday.
Rebecca Black.
Yeah. Remember her?
Hey, Rox, what is this cheese thing you sent me?
I have no idea. I'm actually eating cheese right now. It's funny you say that.
She is eating cheese.
Mm-hmm. My cheese tortilla.
Cheese tortilla.
Pat George made it for me. It's delicious.
You don't know what you sent me via email talking about cheese?
The information that I have sent and received this week is so laborious. No, I do not. I have no idea. Give me a little hint.
You don't recall sending me a story about cheese before bed can give you nightmares?
Oh, yes. Okay,
I'm glad I could refresh your memory over here.
By giving her the exact answer, yes.
That's not all.
That wasn't a refresher. That was the answer.
Roxanne sends me an email.
It's 2 days ago.
Take a look at this. And I do this every night. Roxanne sends me a story.
Ew.
Research shows that cheese before bed can give you nightmares by triggering adrenaline spikes that make you restless. And then Roxanne includes, I eat cheese before I go to bed every night. What kind of ritual is this? I mean, do you have a little altar with like chicken blood and bones, or what else are you doing at your house?
What pairs well with cheese.
Wine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dutch ovens.
Dutch ovens. Please stop.
Poor Doug.
That's disgusting.
Sorry, I had cheese again.
Oh, my God.
Love you, honey.
We need to do an
That's not-
update.
that doesn't do that.
Dutch oven and Doug.
Oh, my God.
Wasn't it like, no.
You like that?
Dutch
No.
oven. Perfect.
All right, so tell me about your cheese eating.
I mean, I don't eat it a lot, but Daviana and I both like those little Bluebell, the little wrapped cheeses.
The one in the wax?
Yeah, in the wax. We like to
You
open
pull
those.
the, you like to
you
pull the string
around it.
Do you get some kind of crazy satisfaction
Yeah.
by pulling that string and peeling that wax
We
off?
both do, because-
and then holding that cheese ball. It's kind of like a frisbee or disc.
It's a disc.
Yeah,
it's like a spongy.
It's like a small.
bouncy
It's
disc.
like a small hockey puck.
Mm-hmm.
The Baby Bells?
Yeah, is that the Baby Bell?
It's the Baby Bells.
Yeah,
those are good.
with
so
the red wax.
yeah, with the red wax, they come in different colors. There's Gouda, there's mozzarella. They're really good. And so so sometimes I'll have one of those. Like if we have a bedtime snack, everybody gets a bedtime snack, and sometimes that's mine and Daviana's.
Bedtime?
I think that's bad. I don't think you're supposed to have snacks before you go to bed.
Sometimes I think you
I'll
need,
take a
especially
Snickers bar, please. Thank you.
when you are a growing child or a woman like me, you need to have something in your stomach while you're sleeping, or you're going to wake up from hunger pangs.
I thought you shouldn't eat like a couple hours before bed.
Just a light snack,
Yeah,
not a huge meal.
So eating your cheese before bed, do you have nightmares?
I do. Now that I'm going to have to connect the dots, but I had nightmares last night. I had nightmares the night before. So yeah, I think there's something to it. I believe it.
Did you have cheese every night before you had your nightmare?
I'm going to have to chart it to see, but
Start the cheese chart.
I mean, the story makes perfect sense.
Let me read this. This is from the Daily Mail. You sent this to me, 2 days ago?
Yes.
While old wives' tales are often born from hearsay and ill-informed theories, some have actually proven true. Perhaps one of the most surprising is that carrots help you see in the dark, but it is backed by science. Chemicals in vegetables play a crucial role in keeping your eyes healthy, blah, blah, blah. One of the longest-standing old wives' tales is that a dab of honey in tea can serve as cough medicine. And for good reason, studies show that honey coats the throat, blah, blah, blah. Fish oils are wonderful for the brain.
Get to the cheese.
And eating cheese can cause you to have weird dreams, according to studies that show that the old wives' tale is more than just a myth. First of all, I never heard that eating cheese can give you nightmares.
You know, for the last 2 nights, some of my nightmares have included, I'm going to have to do some dream analysis, driving my car or head-on crashes. Like either next to me happening.
That's morbid.
It's totally right.
The steering wheel was a wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
It's a big wheel of Locatelli Romano.
Wow, that's.
I say you're having head-on collision nightmares.
Yes. Wow. Sometimes I'm headed towards the car, and then I either turn or I wake up.
Yeah. Yes.
I never get into the crash myself.
Why don't you play chicken with that guy? Forget him. It's your dream.
Or I'll be driving on the highway, and like right next to me, head-on crashes will be taking place.
Why don't you just fly over him like you can do in your dreams? You can fly.
What kind of... Maybe you need to stop eating cheese.
I think so.
Have cheese before bed or dream of death.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
I'm proof that it's true.
Morbid.
Speaking of crazy, Antonio Brown, who slept on Tom Brady's couch or in one of the bedrooms in the Tom Brady, Derek Jeter rented house on Davis Islands, which again, we were the first to tell you back in June that the house was going to be razed. We told you on the MJ Morning Show that I had good intelligence that the old Derek Jeter house that dude bought for like $22 million was going to be knocked down, demolished.
You've got great Davis Islands intelligence.
I'm telling you right now, we told our listening audience back in early June, and what was it, confirmed in September, right? Was it last month? It was actually confirmed. So Antonio Brown, who took his shirt off, stormed off the field, Even when Tom Brady tried to take him under his wing, Antonio Brown has, prodded and poked and, put out pictures of him and Giselle. I mean, trying to just make things even tougher for Tom Brady and Giselle. Antonio Brown has now been ordered to pay a massive sum of money in that truck driver assault case. Do you remember that? Remember he attacked the truck driver? Antonio Brown has been ordered to pay $1.2 million to a moving truck driver. Remember?
No.
Yeah.
No, at the gate of his complex.
We talked about this.
Vaguely, I remember.
He attacked a moving truck driver. I'm glad it wasn't two college brothers.
He'd have kicked his ass. There's two of them.
My God. And he allegedly attacked the moving truck driver back in February of 2020. Broward County records, other side of the state, show that Brown didn't show up to any hearings or respond in the case of the assault of Anton Tumanov. And a good thing he's over here now because he would have been conscribed into the Russian military at this point. So this dude was awarded 400. Listen to this. So Antonio Brown never showed up, never responded to any of the legal, the court action, the lawsuit, nothing. And a jury found that Tumanov should be awarded damages. He was awarded $407,040.80 in medical expenses for both past and future, as well as $792,959.20 in damages for pain and suffering.
Wow. Does he have that much laying around?
I don't think so. Documents state that Tumanov and Brown got into a dispute over a payment of service for delivering something to Brown's house. Tumanov claimed that Brown hit him multiple times, resulting in severe bodily injuries. What happened that you've got Antonio Brown kicking the crap out of the guy driving the moving truck?
Guy's out of control.
Severe bodily injuries. 3 charges were slapped on Brown. He eventually worked out a deal with prosecutors in June of 2020. He agreed to probation, community service hours. But this Tumanov guy, the moving truck guy, went on to sue Brown on May 12, 2021. I guess the case was launched, and then you had Antonio Brown just has ignored the whole thing, and now he's been awarded, the moving guy's been awarded $1.2 million.
Good for the moving guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. This Antonio Brown, man, what a flipping screw loose on this guy. All right, do you remember earlier I said there's like this controversial candy thing with the kids for Halloween? That we got to talk about this. And I want to know what you're going to do with your little kidlets. I mean, they're hyper and jacked up enough. Your kids don't need any more sugar and candy.
True.
But you know what the key is? The key apparently for candy and your kids is this.
I need this.
But it's very controversial. And with Halloween coming up, this is perfect. All right, hold on. We'll tell you next. Don't move. And a whole lot more. All next, MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, speaking of two college... MJ Morning Show, Q105, MJ and Fester. I don't know where Froggy and Roxanne are, but it's the MJ and Fester show now. 8:53, and Halloween candy and your kidlets. And I need Roxanne in here because she's got a 2.5-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I got no Roxanne in here.
We'll be all right. Listen, everybody has kids here.
All right. Hey, Froggy, come on. You see Roxanne? I need Roxanne in here for the Halloween candy thing.
I don't know where she
is.
is.
There's a controversial candy thing. Hey, first though, Andrew, why has the extension cord for my laptop computer changed like 3 times in like 3 days?
The one that had been there for so long had a frayed area on it, and
what was it afraid
sparks
of?
were flying.
Yeah, what was it afraid of, Andrew?
I mean, it is Halloween.
Hold on. All right, now listen to this. There's an extension cord, and I keep the lights kind of low in here. Now, off to my right, so if you're watching MJ TV right now, you see me in the frame, right? So you can see me if you're watching MJ TV right now, and if you don't know about it, you go to mjmorningshow.com, you click on mjmorningshow.com, you click on MJ TV. And from 6 to 10, you can watch our live stream, us doing the show live. You can also watch after we're done. You can just replay the whole show anytime you want on demand. You can watch that day's show. You can watch shows from last week, yesterday. We got the whole archive available. So off to my right here, I've got my Lenovo T-Series laptop, and there's an extension cord that kind of comes out of the countertop, and I plug my power adapter in, and Andrew tells me that the cord was frayed, and Andrew showed it to me, all right, yesterday. Andrew shows me the extension cord, and the whole, you've got like the part, the nubby, thick part where the power cord gets plugged in, and then it goes, it then tapers down to the actual wire. That whole connection, it was totally exposed. So are you telling me that it was sparking?
When I plugged my notebook in there one day, the sparks just went flying.
But I could have been lit up. I could have touched that. Luckily, I guess I didn't touch the exact spot. But man, I could have had a claim against this place.
All right, when you say sparks flying, Andrew,
Imagine fireworks.
I mean,
and that's what I had.
I think of like the old picture of Nikola Tesla with like the big explosion behind him.
So why has it been changed 3 times this week?
That's because the first cord I put in there belonged to me.
What, you carry an extension cord with you?
Of course.
Yeah, for
oh my God, he's got one in his hands. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Now we can see you. Which camera can we see you on?
He's in the corner of Fester's camera.
All right, so get to the hold this thing up.
Fester,
Right, so hold it. Andrew's on MJ TV right now. Andrew's holding up the extension cord. So
you can't see me well.
So that's your personal extension cord?
Yeah.
He uses it for plugging things in, abductions.
I guess those are great to tie people's wrists with. An extension cord.
Not really.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they are.
What do you
Why
say?
carry rope? Huh?
They're a lot less messy than duct tape.
Anyway, so that one is yours. So you then had them change out one of the new company?
I got one from engineering.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you. I'm glad I didn't get electric juiced in this place. That wouldn't have been fun. Yeah.
Does this make Andrew a hero officially?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andrew is a hero for discovering that we had a potential electrocution hazard here.
And for carrying an extension cord.
And I could have just gotten out of the pool. I could have been wet.
Ew.
And touched the extension cord, and I would have been lit up.
Yeah.
Like that cat in Christmas Vacation.
What's that smell?
Hey, speaking of Christmas movies real fast, did you see, what's that movie? A Christmas Story?
Yeah, it's called A Christmas Story.
It's coming back. They're making like the sequel to it this year with the same actor.
They're bringing back the kid with the big glasses, the blonde kid.
He'll shoot your eye out.
His real name is Billingsley something. But anyway, I saw that the movie, he's like the star of it again.
All right, Roxanne, I was waiting for you to come back to the studio, but you were like 2 minutes late coming back in. Because I wanted you in here to talk about kids and candy.
Okay, good. Thank you for waiting.
Because actually, all 3 of you guys have kids of Halloween trick-or-treating age.
We do.
Your kids are 2.5 and 5.
Yes.
And are they all excited about Halloween?
I think this is their favorite holiday.
Even though it's on a dreaded Monday?
they're not going to stay out. My kids are so young; they're not going to go out and party till midnight on Saturday. They're going to, regardless, they'll be in before it's dark practically.
But Halloween's on Monday, not Saturday.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like they're going, oh, we're going to miss staying out till midnight this year.
All right, 2.5 and 5, your kids.
Yes.
Fester, your kids are.
They had birthdays, so they're 11 and 6.
So Hudson is 6, and Eloise.
Yep.
What's your daughter's name again?
Hadley. I often
Hadley. Hadley is 11.
Yeah, she's 11,
Right.
and both are very excited.
Yep.
And we're going to do things on Sunday, and then Monday's just going to be kind of laid back, just up and down the block.
I have questions to ask. Now, Froggy, your kids are how old?
25 and 28.
Please stop it.
No, they're 10 and 7.
All right. So, again, all of your kids, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy, all of their kids are right in the middle of the prime Halloween trick-or-treating demographic. What philosophy do you subscribe to as far as your kids and the giant candy bag? Once they collect all of this candy, how do you regulate it? How do you modulate the candy consumption after their Halloween haul?
Ooh.
That's not my specialty or my area.
Roxanne, you first.
Yeah, usually I'll let a couple of days go by and then I'll hide it and hope that they don't find it.
So
That's
you
what I
try
do.
to pull the magic Wambuki Scamalama Ding Dong and make
Right.
the candy just go poof and disappear?
Yes.
And hope that they don't remember that they actually went trick-or-treating door to door and collected candy in a pillowcase or whatever?
Right. And we have enough treats in our house that they'll be on to another treat. So usually it works.
Yeah, bedtime cheese. All right.
Yeah, I'd rather have a Twix.
All right. Well, that is not the correct answer according to this professor.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Roxanne, your answer's registered. Fester, what is your deal with your kids and Halloween candy?
So I'm thinking, usually on Halloween night, they get to enjoy a couple of pieces, nothing too crazy. Then they go to bed. Then I take all the good stuff. All the good stuff. Because there's a line. I go for Snickers, I'll leave a Milky Way. I have a line, but I'll take all the A++ stuff. If they get like $100 bar,
What do
boom,
you leave the
with me.
kids, all the little crinkly packets of 3 candy corns?
If they get
and some Necco wafers?
Okay,
or-
so
Sure.
like Reese's peanut butter cups. If it's like the regular size cup, I take it. If it's the mini cup, I leave it. And then you give them maybe a piece or two over the next couple of days while they remember it.
All right, enough said. Gotcha.
And then it
All right.
disappears.
All right. Froggy, you said something to the effect that this is not your wheelhouse.
It's not really what I do, but I know that.
Yeah. What does your wife do?
They take a couple pieces and then they turn into the bag turns into a special treat for, i.e., movie nights. I.e., if you got a good grade.
But eventually,
i.e.,
you guys are all doing it wrong.
Oh, I thought.
All wrong.
Can you say IE anymore?
i.e.,
What does that even mean? IE
treat night.
All wrong.
I.e., what does I.e. mean?
I don't know.
E.g. is example. I.e. is what is the?
What is it? It's idiosyncrasies.
No. I.e. is it's another.
Incendiaries?
It's another like I.e. is. Go ahead and read that. My contacts are dirty.
Oh God, what have I done?
IE
used to add explanatory information to state something. So yeah, and people a lot of times confuse IE and EG. Like they'll use IE instead of what they should have used EG.
I've never used EG or heard, yes, EG, this or that. All right, so what's the right way?
Yeah.
What's the right way?
You guys are doing it all wrong. You guys are, you know what? You're defunct parents.
What? Don't tell me you donate it to that one hack dentist in town that gives away a free toothbrush if you drop off your bag of candy.
Nope.
What?
I think I have an idea of what it is. I have not read the story.
Oh, what do you think it is? Smart girl?
Well, because you're saying it's contradictory information, counterintuitive, then I say you give the whole bag to the kid and have it as you wish.
That is correct.
Oh, shut up.
Counterintuitive. This communications professor at the University of Wisconsin wrote this entire piece for a local newspaper or some kind of blog, a mommy site or something. And she says the way to do it is you allow your kids unfettered access to the Halloween candy. That whatever they collect, boom. And that they learn to self-regulate. So you allow them to eat it, and they don't feel good. They feel I ate too much candy.
This
And
is dumb.
Can we say something?
you let the kids just self-regulate. She claims that you don't hold the candy back. You don't say, oh, just one piece a day. All right? You'll be eating the candy bag through like next July.
No, you pitch it after a couple of
No,
weeks.
she says, nope, unregulated. You let the kids go at it, and they will learn a greater lesson and learn the art of self-discipline and self-regulation if you just let them just go right at it.
You know what? There is something to that. I grew up in a very strict household when it comes to food, and we couldn't have sugary cereals, none of that. We never had.
They have the cabinets locked, and we guys were like kept in like what was that movie, Room? Were you like locked up in a plywood box?
No, it was just my mom was strict about sugar and stuff in the house. So then we would go on sleepovers, and we would go, my sister and
Binge.
nuts, crazy,
bouncing off the walls,
just
instant diabetes,
like pilfering through our friends' parents' cabinets like maniacs. So there's something to it. And then even if I take my kids ice cream shopping, and I get exhausted, I'm like, fine, get whatever you want. Get everything.
Whoa.
Get everything. I don't care. And then they come home and then they just don't even want it. They'll have like one bite.
You're so mean about it. Get everything. Enjoy your ice cream, you miserable kids.
You know what I'm going to do this year?
Wow. Who wants ice cream? So mean, Roxanne.
I get those 50-pound bags of sugar. No, hold on a sec. Because, I make ice cream. I love the art of making ice cream, and it's just become a fun hobby. My mint chocolate chip, I think, has been perfected. I finally got the mint chocolate chip. And by the way, I do not add the radioactive green food coloring to my mint chocolate chip. My mint chocolate chip is white as the fresh driven snow.
Wow.
Yep. And so I have these big bags of sugar. You know what I'm going to do? You know the little Ziplocs that are the snack ones?
The snack size.
The little short ones?
Yes.
They're just like maybe a couple inches high. You put they're for like little goldfish for the kids.
Right.
Which you should probably, for the sake of the environment and being green, you should probably just use a resealable, reusable plastic container versus a disposable little mini Ziploc. But for the sake of this conversation, I think we have some in our pantry. What if for Halloween I just gave out little Ziplocs filled with white sugar? Has anyone ever done that?
No one will think that that's suspicious.
Oh my God, you're going to get arrested.
I'm just going to hand out Ziplocs with baker's sugar.
Hey, there's some guy in South Tampa giving kids bags of cocaine. Yeah, that's not going to go over well at all.
No, why would you assume it's cocaine?
Not me, but the parents who, may or may not have had issues in the past. Wait, who gave you that? That guy.
I think that was MJ's house.
Radio guy.
I'm going to be investigated.
Yeah.
No, can you imagine? That would be a pretty cool experiment. Just hand out Ziploc baggies with white
Real
sugar.
cool.
You know what?
Do it.
You should hand out packets of sugar. I don't think you should make your own Ziploc bags.
So just grab a handful from Dunkin' or something?
Yeah, I'll get you some from Walmart.
How about you get a bunch of those little baggies and put a little bit of sugar in it?
That's actually pretty funny. Maybe I should shoot a video of me handing out sugar packets.
I'll go down to Sam's
Because I was thinking about that. I was thinking about should I just do Ziplocs of bulk sugar, or I actually did think of using the little paper sugar packets that people drop in.
Give equal.
All right, so
like
you
a
stand
little
in front of
equal
your
pack.
house and you have the bowl, and the kids walk up, and you have a whole bowl of sugar packets.
Here's a packet of stevia.
Nice.
That stuff tastes like poison. Go ahead.
Stevia is great.
That's poison. I'd rather lick Ajax.
All right,
go ahead.
Stevia is like the best of the artificial sweeteners. But anyway, that's not here nor there.
Listen, when I get barkeeper's friend in my mouth, it tastes better than that. All right, go ahead.
Whoa.
What's the name of the barkeeper?
Yeah.
No, that's a product.
It's his friend.
Yeah, no, it's the
friend.
What's his friend's name?
Kurt.
All right, so what were you saying?
All right, so I could pick you up a box of like 1,000 packets from Sam's Club, and then you just sit there with the big orange bowl, greeting kids, and just, here you go, kids, trick or treat. Take as many as you like.
I think it's a funny video.
They take in the just bags, and the parents are giving you side eye.
What are the parents going to do if I? And will they be angry if I'm videoing their kids?
Hey, you
and then I put it up on social media?
It's on your property, dude. They have to walk up your driveway. You have to walk, on your land.
Hold on a minute. I believe that a bunch of our neighbors are not going to do the individual house thing. Yeah, let me tell you. I caught Michelle talking to one of the neighbors about it, so I think this is the plan. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's like 5, 6, 7 houses. I think the women, the ladies, I think they're scheming to put together a whole like consortium that they're going to get a bunch of card tables, and instead of individual houses, did she say that, Andrew? Did
she told you that on the air?
Oh, she did. When did she? She did mention it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Michelle did. Well, we talked about it privately, but I guess she did mention on the air that I think they're putting together a deal on our street where they're going to get a bunch of these little, portable tables, and then kind of decorate them with Halloween stuff, and then have all of the neighbors in a row on a table, and the kids come trick or treat at our table instead of ding dong on our doorbells all night. Yes, Andrew.
Not that I'm endorsing you giving away packets of sugar, but which is actually healthier, a packet of natural sugar or some of those candy bars that are just full of chemicals?
Well, I would have to say that you should probably go with that brown raw sugar.
Yeah, give
and
that
not the
out.
processed.
Yes. Give out the little baggies of brown raw sugar.
Looks like anthrax. Jeez. I'm thinking the packets of just, packets, white paper packets of, the sugar that you get at the Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's. That might be funny to see what happens if you give a kid a handful of that stuff. So maybe I'll attempt to pull that thing off. We shall see. But I can see where parents might get angry at me as far as
possibly,
taking video and then posting that up on social media. All right, Froggy, did you mention yesterday that your kid was sick and like throwing up all day?
Yeah, he's still sick.
Which one?
That's great.
Little guy, Luke.
Have you had him tested? Does he have COVID?
No, we gave him a test yesterday.
All right.
He yacked all over his bed.
Oh, God. All right, so the reason why I'm bringing this up is I saw a statistic here. 62% of Americans admit to going to work in person even while sick. And I'm thinking about Froggy. Froggy's kid is sick. I don't know whether you've been exposed.
Cuddling with him yesterday.
Oh, God. So Froggy comes to work. So Froggy, you could be exposing the whole crew in here to whatever mung that your kid has.
I don't have any kind of a mung, and I'm just sitting here with my mouth closed.
Stop it.
All right, Froggy, I'll tell you right now, if I get sick because of Puke Luke,
Why? You're the one who gave me COVID.
Okay, that's because we're cuddling.
Yeah, okay. So why don't you just suck on that for a while?
I forgot about that. Remember that debacle?
All right, so you
take
owe
your
me.
thumb and park it, buddy.
You owe me.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is there's a new survey, a new poll.
COVID brothers.
The COVID Brothers?
It's a new band.
Oh, it's a used car lot. COVID Brothers Motors.
The cash is on the dash.
Got a new survey. 2,000 employed Americans found that, listen to this, 41% always or often work while sick because they can't afford to take a sick day from their job. 64% said that taking a sick day would cause financial strain. The bottom line is that a very large percentage of people come to work even when they're sick.
I got to admit, MJ, I have to be really on death's door to call into work.
I noticed that about you, Fester. I was actually thinking that to myself. I'm going to knock on wood when I say this, but there are 3 of us in here who don't really appear to be sick.
I don't miss days. I mean,
me
if I'm feeling a little under the weather, I'll take some kind of medicine or antihistamine or some Dayquil to feel a little better. And
you just make up for all the times you're late.
Yeah, that's right.
Me too.
So if you add up all the time I'm late, I actually take off like 15 days a year.
Andrew, do you have the lady with the crazy eyes? Did you post that on our website?
Yes.
Is it where?
Stories we talked about on the morning show.
If you go to mjmorningshow.com, look at the very top, and you might have to hit the arrow to scroll it. We got to fix that. That's just a mess. We just need static stuff on our website. All right, go to the area, go to mjmorningshow.com and look for stories that we mentioned. There is an image of a woman. Her mugshot has the craziest freaking eyes I've ever seen in my. It's labeled Jeepers
Holy crap!
Oh,
Oh my God! It just popped up. Oh my!
Oh,
what is wrong? That's not
possessed?
right. That's not right,
No.
Froggy. Holy!
She has liver problems.
This is insane.
What is
She's
that?
all jaundiced up.
You've got to go to MJ Morning when you get a chance. Don't
Where
do
are her pupils?
That's
the big thing. Yeah.
Can I expand this image, Andrew? Can I make this larger?
If I had my laptop with this, I could pinch the screen and make it bigger.
Froggy,
There you go. Oh yeah, you hit the control and the plus side.
Oh my God, it's so much worse.
It's like Michael Jackson's contacts in Thriller.
You're right. But that's the question. Does she have contacts in, or if this is a mugshot? This woman was arrested here in Florida last month. I'll give you the details in a minute. But the mugshot is, you heard Fester. He's like, oh my God.
I have never seen a picture of somebody more pissed off in my life. What's
She's
the
about to shoot lasers from her eyes and then eat us like zombies in The Walking Dead.
She looks like she's at the back end of morphing into a snake person.
Yes.
When you get a chance, do it safely. Don't do it while you're driving. When you can, go to mjmorningshow.com and then click on stories that we mentioned on the show. It's the top item, and the headline is Jeepers Creepers. Click on it, and it brings up a web page from our friends over at the Smoking Gun. And the headline is Jeepers Creepers, get a load of this Florida woman's peepers.
Oh, my God.
The use of certain drugs can cause constricted pupils, which might explain the pinpoint peepers of, is it Delilah?
Dahlia?
Dahlia?
There's no way that's not contacts.
McMullen, the 45-year-old Floridian, was collared last month after a car she was driving was pulled over at 10 o'clock at night by cops in Orlando, where McMullen resides. A search of McMullen's purse located multiple baggies containing an off-white tan rock-like substance that police identified as MDMA, Molly, ecstasy. Another bag of Molly was discovered inside McMullen's bra. Additionally, cops say McMullen also handed over a baggie of marijuana. She's seen above in this mugshot, was arrested on a felony narcotics possession charge and misdemeanor pot rap. She was freed from custody after posting $1,100 bond. But then you have got to see this woman's mugshot. What is going on? Where did her iris go?
Yeah, that's a good question. The case of the missing iris.
It is gone.
So the black circle part in the
That's
the pupil.
That's the pupil.
All right, so the iris is the part from
The color.
My God, this is absolutely insane.
I wonder what her voice sounds like. She like she looks like she talks like a demon.
This is the case of the missing irises. The zombie is entering the courtroom. Oh my God.
Where do I sit?
Am I exaggerating this or no?
No.
All right, Fester, you went. Can you imitate again what you just went?
I honestly can't, but it was the most surprised I ever had been.
In his life.
It's shocking.
Ever.
If they're real, she needs to see a doctor.
Oh,
ASAP.
my God. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take the law into your own hands. You take them to the Pupils Court.
That's a good one.
So easy. How did we all miss that but you?
It's the Pupils Court.
The Pupils Court.
You got to take a look at this thing. It is cray.
That's a nutty mugshot.
It is. All right. I got to try to squeeze in all this stuff. I got celebrity stuff. We have, a little bit longer in this segment, then we got our final one coming up. Do you remember the woman that claimed that she was too good looking and that's why she was arrested? Do you remember the story?
Yes, I absolutely remember doing that story.
We did this item a month ago, maybe.
Sounds about right.
Sometime maybe back in September. The woman that claimed that she was arrested for being too good looking after she was handcuffed for skipping out on a restaurant tab at a Chili's in Las Vegas is now facing murder charges for stabbing her mother to death. What?
Whoa, that took a turn. I didn't see that.
She stabbed her in the ribs.
Police said that Hind Bustami, 28 years old, murdered her 62-year-old mother sometime on Wednesday morning earlier this week. Officials began searching for Bustami after her mother's body was discovered early Wednesday morning, and she was detained by 5 a.m. the same day. Bustami made headlines in September. Yeah, there it is. After trying to skip out on a tab at a Chili's restaurant and telling cops that they were only arresting her because she is just too damn good looking.
Yeah, I remember we found her social media. She had a
Went
bunch
on her Instagram and
yeah,
her...
when you put that out there that you get pulled over, you're arrested for being good looking, you really put yourself out there to get a lot of criticism.
Well, she has every high fashioned duck face photo on her socials you can imagine, and she killed her mother. Wow.
So an update on this whack job, who, by the way, got to be honest, she doesn't even move my meter as far as being attractive. At all.
I'll be the judge of that.
At all.
Let's see.
I think the lady with the eyeballs is better looking, to be quite honest.
All right, well,
She looks like a UFC fighter.
I mean, at best it's a draw, but
she's got nice lips.
She's a pretty girl.
Got
I don't
my
know that
nose.
She's a murderer.
Yeah, I don't know if she's too beautiful to prevent arrest.
She looks like
Eh?
a B.
Okay.
B.
Okay, a B.
7 out of 10.
What?
No, I'm sorry, not.
Oh, please! I'm sure you would pass her up.
In Vegas, she's a
I don't think she's very attractive.
Yeah, she'll kill you, Froggy.
Elon Musk took over Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
Remember,
that.
he tried to walk away from the deal because the guy, first of all, is erratic. I think we can all agree that there's something special going on with Elon Musk. He's an erratic dude. $44 billion for Twitter is ridiculous. That thing is not worth, and then he realized that it was not worth $44 billion. He tried to get out of the deal, and then Twitter sued. They were facing a court date in October this month, and I think he actually took over and closed at the last possible day to avoid legal action, and that was yesterday. So Elon Musk is now the owner of Twitter. $44 billion. That has got to be the stupidest purchase of all time.
Me. Hello.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
hello.
ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
right here.
Yeah, Elon Musk in the house,
My
ladies and gentlemen.
goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll forget I'm right here. Did you see me with the sink?
Yes.
Did
Elon
you think
Musk,
that was funny?
He walked. This is crazy. He walks into Twitter headquarters and he's holding what appears to be like a 50 or 60 pound porcelain bathroom sink.
It's the kitchen sink, you know.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
He's throwing out the kitchen
It's
sink?
because I just
No.
I paid almost everything, even the kitchen sink.
It's like he stopped at Lowe's or Home Depot on the way over to Twitter headquarters.
I went to Ace.
Ace is the place.
Ace is the place for the hardware stores.
Or when I was out in California, I don't know if they're still around, but I think it was the Home Club. There was a big home store, like a do-it-yourself home center.
Yes, I remember.
And it was, I don't think they had them in Florida, but when I lived in L.A. in 89, 90, 91, it used to be like the Home Club or something, and their jingle was the Addams Family. It was like, da-da-da-dun, do it yourself, do it yourself, do it yourself, do it yourself. That was like their jingle.
Okay, why did he bring a sink into Twitter headquarters?
I told you.
Because it wasn't like in sync. His joke was, hey, I'm Elon Musk. I'm taking over Twitter. Let this sink in.
Oh.
That was.
I thought it was everything but the kitchen sink.
I did too.
No, hey, Elon, you did it, man.
I confused myself.
That was a very funny joke, Elon. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Twitter folks, let this sink in. And then last night he fired all the upper management, fired the CEO.
You're fired.
He fired everyone.
You're fired. You fired.
And then he says he's going to cut the employees at Twitter by 75%.
My God's the way to come into a company. Jeez.
Well, does Twitter really need all those employees?
I don't know. I don't even do Twitter anymore.
Yeah, you know what? I've backed off Twitter big time. I
think everybody is.
But that's the point, is that Elon Musk even made a comment that Twitter was dying. And he just paid $44 billion for a social media platform that he said months ago was dying.
I'm going to rejuvenate. I bring my girlfriend Anna. Anna?
Oh, Anna Sorokin?
Hello, are you there?
Anna Delvey, Anna Sorokin?
I'm very pissed off at you, Elon, for not putting the money in my foundation.
I'm sorry, Anna. I told you I want to buy the Twitter.
Let me tell you, only a twit would buy Twitter.
So Anna Delvey from the Netflix series. Anna, what would you have done with $44 billion?
I would have built a fabulous foundation.
You got to have that building on Park Avenue, right?
I have to have that building where we're going to have the Roxanne Wilder room.
All you do is talk about the foundations you want to build. I'm tired of you and your foundation.
Please, let me tell you more about my foundation. We're going to have the Roxanne Wilder room where we serve nothing but thin energy, and it's going to be fantastic. You're going to love it.
How about the acai bowl?
And Anna, look at Elon. How is he dressed?
How do you like in my tight shirt and my man boob?
I like your man boobs, but your clothes make you look poor.
Excuse me.
Why did you buy such a poor sink?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Anna Sorokin.
It's Anna and Elon.
It's Anna and Elon Theater here on the MJ Morning Show.
We're starting a podcast.
I'll listen to that. Can we do this the rest of the show?
The Anna and Elon show.
It is the only podcast that has the best and the worst podcast at the same time.
I got to take a break.
Bye-bye.
Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show is next. I got a lot. Oh, and Zuckerberg, you know, the whole Facebook, what is it called now? Meta?
Meta.
No, yes, I'm here as well.
Oh, that's right.
I'm here. I mean, geez, you guys talking to Duck and not me.
Froggy has an impression for every tech billionaire out there.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, how can I get in on that Elon and Anna show? I want to be the third member.
I always want to change the Z with an F. You know?
You're saying you want to call me...
And of course, Froggy does the sloshy spit talk for Mark Zuckerberg. All right, hold
exactly
on.
How he sounds.
We got the final chunk of the MJ Morning Show next. Don't move. Here on the MJ broadcast on Q105. Stand by. Morning Show on Q105. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem, and now we're up to our long-distance dedication. We just got a phone call a few minutes ago from someone who wants to hear a song about a troubled couple here in the Tampa Bay area. Do you know what troubled couple that might be?
I mean, I have a couple of guesses. Can you give me another clue?
No.
God, Casey, you become a real jerk in your death.
Seriously. I mean, can't give me one freaking clue, Casey?
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. It's a football player and a supermodel.
Oh.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Gotta think about that one.
Vita Vea and, I can't think of a supermodel.
Joe Montana and Bella Hadid.
There you go.
Yep.
Here's the story of a man named Brady who was busy playing football with his team. He was old at 45 with lots of it seems.
45 years old, man. There's a lot of shit going on.
Here's the story of a lovely lady who is busy with kids and a big home. And when he unretired, she was all alone. Till the one day when the lady told this fellow that she sat down with her lawyers at a luncheon. And he knew that he was now in trouble. That's the way that they became the Brady Bunchen. The Brady Bunchen. The Brady Bunchen. That's the way they became the Brady Bunchen.
Most genius lyrics of all time.
You seen
Luncheon
those,
and Bunchen.
Have you seen those memes? If you have OCD, you'll hate this, and it's like a circle pizza, and somebody cuts a square out of it, and they're like, "This just doesn't work."
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
That song should be. It just does. It shouldn't work.
You say you want to hear it again?
No.
Here's the story.
No?
I think, how many times you played this week? 27?
I love it. I absolutely love the Brady Bunchen rhyming Giselle Bunchen with luncheon that she had with the lawyers. Anyway, there was a story that came out last night that Giselle Bunchen gave Tom Brady an ultimatum, or that she's gone for good. This is a page 6 New York Post deal. Giselle Bunchen reportedly gave her husband, Tom Brady, an ultimatum that threatened to end their marriage. Giselle told Tom either he leaves football to spend time with the family or she is gone for good. This is according to a source that told Us Weekly, and I saw the report on page 6 last night. Jesus. She doesn't want him to continue to get injured and not be able to enjoy life in the future. She's doing it for the family, and reps for both Bunchen and Tom Brady did not immediately return a request from page 6, the gossip column in the New York Post, for commentary on this.
Okay.
It's understandable.
Is that breaking news? I mean, don't you think she's issued this ultimatum a while ago?
Well, listen, I don't think that I heard it put that way, leave football or I'm gone for good. I don't know. Is there any salvage? Remember the story that Tom Brady, the rumor was that Tom Brady could walk away in the middle of the season? Hey, listen, after last night, might be closer to that.
He's not the quitting type, is he?
He said as much. He said that he doesn't quit.
Isn't it crazy? You can have a career like he's had, and then all of a sudden, everyone is just on you. Ugh.
Well, it's all about holding your legacy.
Yeah.
And he's dumping on his.
Maybe Giselle, she just is tired of being backseat to his career.
All right, Froggy, you work on any more lyrics on my Tom Brady song idea, the newest from this morning at 6 a.m.? You ready?
I forgot what it was.
Come on, here we go. Come on, Froggy.
Yeah, boys. Brady got sacked.
More.
He got sacked again.
No, more and more.
Okay, do it again.
Once more.
Once more.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
You ready? All right, here we go. One more time, and 3, 2, 1, and...
Welcome to the club of Tom Brady. Brady got sacked. Once more. I can't do it. You do it.
Tom Brady is now the record holder for the most sacks ever. Last night, he was tied with...
Roethlisberger.
Thank you.
I can't really say his name without sounding like a mush mouth.
Roethlisberger.
He's working a couple of vowels.
I can't say it without getting hungry.
Last night before the game, they were tied at 554 sacks each during their careers, which obviously they were long careers. And then Brady, He beat Roethlisberger with a sack last night. Ravens took him down. That was 5:55. And then later in the game, Brady was sacked again. So Brady now is the undisputed sack leader with 556 sacks.
That could be something that Giselle can be like, listen, you're the most sacked player ever. It's time to give up.
And now you want to sack our married.
I don't need Giselle Bundchen and Anna Delvey and Mark Zuckerberg and
yes, did somebody say my name?
And Elon Musk.
Yes, I'm here as well.
Regarding Mark Zuckerberg, do you know that he's lost $100 billion on paper?
Oh, and Kanye's crying about a couple?
Well,
yeah.
This whole meta experiment is a money dump.
It's a disaster.
Nobody's really doing it?
Facebook stock has been plunging. I think Facebook stock might have been down like another 22% yesterday or something. Try to fathom this. Mark Zuckerberg has lost $100 billion on paper in the last 13 months. That is insane.
No, the investors are pissed. I was listening to a money-related radio show yesterday,
right.
And they were like, nobody's Meta employees aren't even using their products.
Yeah, do you think that creepy video?
I missed out on this one.
Yeah, why'd you put out that creepy video to set it off? Or
I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I had a good idea. Nobody cares.
Well, Mark's position in all this is a long-term thing. It's going to be generational. People.
I'm going to keep trying.
Yeah,
I'm not giving up.
He's not giving up.
I'm going to keep doing it, doing it.
I haven't been on Facebook in like a month. And I never liked Facebook, so I was always very sporadic and very sparse on Facebook anyway. I just don't really care for it.
Excuse me?
And Mark Zuckerberg is just a total creep. Hey,
excuse me? I'm right here, sir.
We got Nancy Pelosi breaking news. Apparently, someone broke her husband's face.
Oh no, Mr. Pelosi.
Remember, he was arrested. He smashed his brand new Porsche with like 2,000 miles on it into a Jeep out in Napa Valley, probably near Gott's, the little roadside stand out there. And Pelosi's husband was attacked last night. There was a home invasion.
Really?
Hey, you think this is going to knock the crime problem in San Francisco and many other places around the country? You think it's going to knock some sense into their heads? House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband was violently attacked when an intruder broke into their San Francisco home late last night, early this morning, according to representatives. He was taken to a hospital. Paul Pelosi is 82 and expected to recover, but the assailant's in custody. Motive for the attack is unclear, so let's see what's going on. But Pelosi's husband was attacked in their own home in San Francisco last night.
We got to know more about who the guy who attacked him was. I don't know if it was politically motivated or a crime.
All very, very good questions.
Shouldn't the Speaker of the House's house have some kind of protection besides, the picket fence?
I would say so.
Wouldn't you want to park some official car in her driveway?
I would say so.
Regardless of who holds the position?
Man, I'm looking at my pot. We have so much stuff I didn't get to today, but listen, it was an action-packed show. Anything else before we get out of here, guys?
I think that's it.
All right. Hey, before we go...